Have you ever wondered why healing sometimes feels impossible unless someone steps in to help? What if you could unlock your own path to peace, no matter who comes or goes in your life? Imagine waking up each day knowing that the strength to heal is completely in your hands. Think about a seed. It needs the right soil to grow, yes, but the most important thing is what's inside that seed. The power to become strong and whole on its own. Welcome to Wisdom Woven, the place where you and your journey matter. I see so many amazing people watching these videos, but guess what? Only 0.2% actually hit subscribe. Why wait? If you want more videos that help you change your life for the better, don't just watch. Be a part of this journey. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe right now so you don't miss out. Your single click can help us bring more positive change to your world and so many others. Let's start with something simple. Healing doesn't have to be a lonely road. In Buddhism, healing isn't about hiding your pain or waiting for someone to rescue you. It's about looking inward. You are enough. Every person holds a deep power to change. Just as the Buddha taught, one small step at a time. As you keep watching, you'll discover how pain and struggle are part of everyone's lives. But these aren't signs of weakness. They're your starting point. No matter your age, background, or what you've gone through, you can begin again today. You'll see how Buddhist wisdom teaches that self-healing is not complicated. You don't need fancy words or big ideas. All you need is willingness, honesty, and a gentle heart towards yourselves. So stay with us. In this video, we'll explore how to start healing without waiting for others to change, and why the world's oldest wisdom can help you find real peace right now. Remember, this is your journey, and you're not alone on the path. Let's walk together, step by step, to healing that truly starts with you. Let's sit together, just as a Zen master would beckon a student to take a quiet seat on the mat. Today we look at part 2, suffering and its roots. Understanding dukkha. I invite you to slow your breaths, let your shoulders drop, and listen to every word. Simply, openly, gently, just as you are. Imagine this. Every person you see, family, strangers, even the people who seem happiest, carries something heavy inside. Maybe it's sadness, maybe worry, maybe just a small ache that no one else can see. Why is life so often hard? Why do we feel pain even when everything around us seems fine? Most people think life is supposed to be always happy and smooth. But when it's not, we wonder what is wrong with us. In Buddhism, this very feeling has a name: dukkha. My dear student, dukkha is the word Buddhists use for suffering, dissatisfaction, or sometimes just that sense that something is missing. It does not mean you are broken if you feel it. In fact, every living being experiences dukkha. It's a part of being alive, just like breathing or sleeping. We get hungry, we get hurt, things we love change or disappear, and it hurts. Let me tell you a simple story. Imagine you are holding a cup of your favorite drink, maybe hot tea or cool lemonade. Imagine now someone bumps into you and a bit spills out. You feel upset, even though it was just a tiny accident. The cup is your heart, the bump is life, and the spill is your suffering. But the important part isn't the person who bumped into you. It's what was already inside the cup. If you are already feeling stress or hurt, even a small moment can make you feel sad or angry. Buddhism teaches us to notice what is inside our cup. Are you already full of worries, anger, fear? In our normal day, we might not realize how much we carry until life gives us a little shake. Dukkha reminds us to look inside, not outside. Whether our problems are big or small, the feeling is real. So why do we feel dukkha? The Buddha explained that suffering has many roots. Sometimes it grows from wanting things to be different than they are. It can come from holding too tightly to people, things, or even ideas about ourselves. It may be as simple as wishing a sunny day would never end, or as deep as missing someone we love. Even happiness can lead to dukkha if we fear losing it or want it to last forever. Here is another gentle example. Think about how you might feel when you eat your favorite piece of cake. The first bite is sweet and satisfying. But if you keep eating more and more, soon you feel too full, maybe even sick. This simple pleasure becomes uncomfortable. Wanting more is natural, but sometimes it leads to pain. We try to fill emptiness inside with things on the outside, but the happiness never completely stays. This is dukkha too. Now let's look at daily life. Maybe you lose something, a toy as a child, a job as an adult, a friendship over time. First comes a little ache, maybe even some anger or tears. Why did this happen? Then, perhaps, a story grows in your mind. That things always happen to me. I'm unlucky. I'm not enough. Buddhism reminds us not to get lost in these stories. Instead, it teaches us to pause, listen kindly to ourselves, and see how pain comes and goes, just like waves. Dukkha can even be quiet. Not a loud pain, just a small restlessness, a feeling that something is off. Maybe you get what you want but still feel empty, or you work hard for praise and when it comes, it feels hollow. The Buddha saw that even good moments are touched by dukkha because nothing in life can stay the same. This isn't meant to make us sad. In Zen, we say it's like clouds crossing the blue sky. Sometimes dark, sometimes light, never standing still. Let's return to that cup for a moment. Zen asks, what fills your cup? Do you hold old regrets? Fears of the future? In the temple, monks sweep the floor every day, even if it looks clean. This is not because the floor is dirty, but because dust always returns, just like worries or sadness. We cannot fix life so that no suffering ever returns, but we can learn to gently sweep our minds and hearts each day. Even a Zen master feels dukkha. What matters is how we meet it. Now, dear student, let me share a tiny practice. When you notice something hurts, a worry, a disappointment, a lonely feeling, pause. Put your hand on your heart. Breathe just once slowly. Say in your mind, suffering is part of being human. I am not alone. This tiny step, done again and again, brings more peace than you expect. We sometimes think only big events cause suffering. Losing someone, getting sick, facing disappointment. But listen deeply, small things matter too. Missing the bus, burning your toast, someone forgetting your birthday. Each small hurt is a chance to notice dukkha and to practice softness with yourself. When Buddha talked about the roots of suffering, he meant the causes. Craving, holding on, not seeing clearly, and not understanding the changing nature of life. A flower blooms and withers. A river flows and never stands still. If we wish forever for things to be different than they are, our hearts feel tight and tired. But when we notice each feeling, let it come and go, we find freedom. No experience lasts forever, the good ones or the bad. Has a friend ever told you, don't worry, this too shall pass? Zen wisdom agrees. All things, happiness, sadness, gain and loss, move like seasons. Realizing this, suffering loosens its grip. But is this just about accepting tough times? Not quite. Buddhism says, see clearly, feel gently, act wisely. When you know dukkha is real and natural, you don't blame yourself or others. You look with new eyes. Sit a while and ask yourself, where do I hurt? Maybe you miss someone who left, or wish your life had turned out differently. Maybe you get angry at your mistakes or feel lonely in a crowd. It's okay. These are human pains, shared by everyone everywhere. Children know how to cry and move on. Adults sometimes hold tears inside, thinking it is stronger to hide. But true Zen strength is softness, honesty. To heal, we first say, yes, I am hurting. Only then can our heart loosen and spread. In Buddhism, understanding suffering is not about becoming perfect or always peaceful. It is about waking up, feeling everything, and living fully anyway. When you realize dukkha is not your fault, but part of being alive, you become free to be gentle with yourself. Each time suffering appears, greet it like an old friend, not an enemy. Ask, what do you need to teach me today? You'll find over time suffering grows smaller, lighter, easier to carry. Let's guide you with a kind image. Imagine suffering is a cloud, and you are the sky. Clouds come, clouds go, but the sky, your deeper self, remains wide and calm. You may feel darkness, but you do not have to become it. You can always return to your open, spacious self. As the Zen master smiles, pain is certain, suffering is optional. Life brings what it will. We choose gently how to meet it. Before we finish this part, let's pause and take 3 breaths together. Inhale slowly, feeling the air move in. Exhale softly, letting some worry slide away. Again and again and one more time. Feeling, noticing, just being. Dukkha is only the beginning of your healing journey. To see suffering clearly is the first step toward real freedom, real peace. Walk gently. Everything you feel is welcome on this path. The next parts will bring new understanding and hope. But for now, know this. In your suffering, you are never alone. Let us sit quietly for a moment, as a Zen master and a humble student. What you feel matters. Your pain is not a mistake. Together, we walk the path to healing, step by gentle step. Let's find a quiet spot in your mind together. Sit like you're beside a gentle old Zen master. No rush, no rules, just honest talking. This time, we explore part 3, the 4 Noble Truths, Foundations of Buddhist Healing. Think of this as listening to a kind story, soft and clear, like warm sunlight touching your face. Imagine you're sitting down after a long, tiring day. There's a question inside. Why is there always a mix of good and bad in life? Hurt and hope, loss and laughter. Buddhism answers with the 4 Noble Truths. These are not hard rules or magic tricks. They're gentle, deep understandings, born from the Buddha's own search for why we all suffer and how we might find peace. Let's start from the beginning like the master would. A long time ago, the Buddha was a man named Siddhartha. He grew up surrounded by comfort, yet couldn't escape the ache he saw in the world. Sickness, growing old, losing what he loved. One day, he sat under a tree and decided not to move until he'd found the truth of suffering. When he finally stood, he shared what he'd learned with a group of friends. These are the 4 Noble Truths. Let's take them one by one, slowly, like stepping stones. First Noble Truths. There is suffering, dukkha. Do you remember how we talked about suffering, dukkha? The first truth is simple but honest. Life brings pain. No matter who you are, you will feel sadness, grow old, get sick, lose things and people. Even happiness can melt away. In Buddhism, there's no shame in this no should or if only. Suffering is not a secret. It's a part of the story. Picture life as a garden. Sometimes the sky is blue, the flowers glow. But even the prettiest garden has weeds and storms. Trying to pretend pain isn't real only makes it hurt more. Like pretending a thorn in your foot isn't there. The Buddha says, see your pain, name it gently, let it be known. Second noble truth. There is a cause for suffering, samadhi. Isn't it an odd comfort to know pain has a root? If you have a toothache, you don't stop at my tooth hurts. You look for why, for the rotten spot below. The Buddha saw that suffering grows from cravings, our constant wishing, grasping, wanting things to be different or to last forever. Ask yourself, what have you longed for lately? Maybe it's a friend's approval. Maybe it's quiet when your house is noisy. Maybe you want to hold on to joy, to never say goodbye, or to control what can't be controlled. Our hearts chase and chase. More stuff, more love, more certainty. But runaway craving is like drinking salty water when thirsty. The more you gulp, the thirstier you get. Sometimes craving is fierce, desperate for love, attention, money. Other times it's gentle, just wanting the weekend to arrive or cake after dinner. Both kinds tie our hearts in knots. Maybe you catch yourself scrolling and scrolling on your phone, wanting that tiny shot of happiness, or wishing someone would text back. That feeling of not enough is the second truth's root. Is not to judge yourself, but to see clearly. Wanting and clinging bring pain. Third noble truth. Suffering can end, Nirodha. Now imagine a deep sigh of relief. The Buddha did not leave us in darkness. The third truth is the hope inside Buddhism. Suffering is not forever. The ache in your chest, the fear in your mind, the tightness in your jaw, these can all become. Think of how a storm passes and leaves behind bright, clear air. The Buddha showed that letting go of endless craving, not needing things to always go our way, brings peace. You might not control what happens outside, but you can loosen your grip inside. The suffering has a cause, then joy has a path. You see, letting go doesn't mean giving up everything or living with nothing. It means holding life lightly with soft hands. Like when you're walking on a muddy road and your boots get heavy, you can pause, scrape off the mud, and carry on lighter, freer. And remember, ending suffering is not once and done. Even the calmest monk feels angry or sad sometimes. True healing is seeing when you're clinging, gentle noticing, and 100 small moments of release. Fourth noble truth. There is a path, Magga. This last truth is the Buddha's clearest gift. A path through the tangled woods of craving and pain. He called it the Noble Eightfold Path, but today let's just think of it as a simple road you can walk step by step. The path is made up of wise choices and gentle practices. Right understanding, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. Let's not rush, we will go deeper into these steps later. For now, imagine them like 8 stepping stones across a stream. You don't have to leap the whole way. Just step onto the next stone. Even one kind word, one honest thought, one pause for breath, each is a part of the way. The path isn't narrow. You don't fail if you wander off, lose patience, or feel sad again. Life is a spiral, not a straight line. The key is gently returning to what matters. One step, one breath, one small kindness at a time. Bringing the truths home. Simple words, deep heart. Let's use a gentle picture. Think of a wound, maybe a scrape on your knee. First, you notice it hurts. That's the first truth. Then, you see what caused it. Falling off your bike or tripping over a rock. That's the second truth. Next, you clean the wound and let it heal. Suffering can end. This is the third truth. Finally, you remember to walk carefully and watch your step. This is your path, the fourth truth. Buddhism's wisdom says, don't run from hurting, don't hide your wounds. Notice, listen, heal little by little. The four noble truths teach us the power of honest seeing, brave letting go, and gentle healing. A day in your life, the four truths in action. Let's bring it closer. Say you wake up late and miss the bus. You feel upset. First truth. You realize your anger comes from wishing you'd gotten up earlier. That's craving for the morning to be different. Second truth. You take a breath, let yourself feel sad, and wave goodbye to the rushing worry. It softens. Third truth. You set your alarm a little earlier for tomorrow and promise to be kind to yourself if things go wrong again. Fourth truth. This is Buddhist practice right in your living room. Or maybe you hear a sharp word from someone you love. Hurt rises. First. You see you wanted only warmth and kindness. Second. You notice the old story in your mind. I'm not loved. But you pause and say, this is just a thought, just a feeling. The pain starts to fade. Third. You remind yourself to meet words with calm, to give yourself the love you wish for. Fourth. Over and over, truth by truth, healing can happen even in small moments. Why these truths heal? Why do these truths help us heal all by ourselves? Because healing begins when we tell the truth gently to ourselves. Like a Zen master's bell, truth wakes us up. Once you see suffering for what it is, and why it comes, you stop blaming yourself, stop waiting for life to be just right. You stop trying to fill every empty feeling with more stuff, more action, or more noise. Instead, you turn inside. You notice your breaths. You watch your thoughts float by, without chasing after them. You treat yourself with friendliness, not scolding or shame. Each truth is a key. The more you practice seeing them, the more doors open to peace. Healing, in Buddhism, is not about fixing yourself or hiding pain, but understanding how life works and showing kindness, both to yourself and everyone you meet. Living the four noble truths. Maybe today you feel heavy, tired, or lost. That's okay, all these feelings are safe here. What matters is that you're willing to look, to ask, even if the answers are simple. Buddhism is not for perfect people. Its truths are for anyone with a heart and a little patience. Try this. The next time you feel a pinch of disappointment or sadness, remember the four truths like gentle friends beside you. Say softly, there is pain and that's real. There is a reason, maybe wishing for something, maybe holding on. Pain will not last forever. It can ease. I can choose a gentle, wise step right now. No special words, no hard rules. Just simple seeing, simple kindness. The story of the lotus. Let me finish with the image of a lotus flower, held dearly in Buddhism. The lotus grows in dirty, muddy water. Yet still it rises, brilliant and clean, into the sun. Suffering is the mud. Truth is the water. Hope is the sun. You are the lotus, always capable of blooming, no matter what mud you rise from. So, dear one, sit softly with life's pain and joy. Listen to the wisdom of truth. Walk the gentle path of healing. The four noble truths are not heavy or hard. They are your old friends, walking quietly at your side, guiding you home again and again. Breathe in, breathe out. Trust that even in suffering, you are already on the way to healing. As the Zen master bows, so do I, to your courage, your honesty, your open heart. Come, sit with me in this quiet moment. Imagine the gentle sun shining through green leaves, the soft sound of wind in the trees, the perfect place for a slow, kind conversation. Today, as a Zen master guiding your steps, I want to share part 4, the power of mindfulness, awakening self-awareness. Let's let go of all rush and worry. Just soak in each word, easy and true, while we walk this ancient path together. Let's start so simply. Have you ever done something on autopilot? Perhaps brushing your teeth, eating breakfast, or walking to school or work, and later you realize you don't remember a single thing about it? Maybe your mind was far away, skipping between worries, plans, and old memories. Buddhism calls this state sleepwalking through life. Not really awake, not really living each moment. Mindfulness is like waking up, seeing clearly, right now just as things are. Let's make it even calmer. Imagine holding a small, smooth stone in your palm. The stone is ordinary, easy to overlook. But with your full attention, the colors become brighter, the surface cooler, the weight gentle. Mindfulness is like that, turning the ordinary moment into something new just by being fully present with it. People think mindfulness is about emptying your mind completely, but in truth, mindfulness is simply noticing. Noticing your thoughts, your feelings, and the world around you one breath at a time. It's like being a gentle friend to yourself, checking in. How do I feel? What do I see? What's right here, right now? Everyday life offers many chances to practice. When you eat an apple, feel the crunch, taste the juice, smell the sweetness. When you wash your hands, notice the water's warmth and the way it runs through your fingers. Even anger or sadness can become softer when you remember. I am aware of this feeling. I don't have to push it away. I don't have to let it control me either. Picture a young child playing in a garden. She notices every ant, every pebble, every shift in the breeze. She is not worried about tomorrow or what others think. She just is present, open, alive to the moment. This is the heart of mindfulness. Recovering that childlike attention, that gentle wonder in every breath. Sometimes the mind is like a monkey, jumping from worry to worry, never sitting still. What will happen tomorrow? Did I do enough? Will I be okay? Buddhism says, do not scold the monkey. Just notice it, breathe, and call it back. Each breath is an anchor, steady, safe, pulling you away from wild waves of thought. Let me tell you about a practice that is as old as the Buddha himself, breath mindfulness. Sit quietly. Feel the air come in cool and soft. Notice it leave warm and slow. Nothing to fix, nothing to chase. Just watch the breath, rising and falling, like gentle waves on a lake. The thoughts wander, that's fine. Smile at them and gently come back. In time, your mind becomes still, like calm water reflecting the sky. But mindfulness isn't just about peace. Sometimes mindfulness reveals pain, old hurts, hard feelings. This can be scary at first. But the Zen master teaches, only the pain that is seen can ever be healed. When you notice your sadness, your anger, your longing, you do not make them stronger. You shine light into the darkness, and the shadows shrink. You learn to say, I see you, pain. You are part of my life, but you are not all of me. Mindfulness helps with small things, too. Ever lost your keys and felt your mind swirl with panic? The practice is simple. Pause. Breathe. Notice what you are feeling. Look around slowly. Instead of letting panic lead, mindfulness brings you back to now. You may even find your keys more quickly. More importantly, you find your calm. And yet, mindfulness is not only watching yourself like a movie. It is living fully, honestly, completely in each moment. If you are happy, be all there in your joy. If you are sad, breathe and allow that too. Each moment is a teacher. Each moment is enough. Zen monks often sweep temple floors, wash rice, or chop wood. They do these simple jobs with their full heart, no rushing, no daydreams. The work becomes a meditation, peaceful, grounding. You can do this too. Washing dishes, walking outside, even tying your shoes. If you give your gentle, open attention, these small acts become bright and meaningful. Perhaps you think, but my life is busy. My mind is always full. That is why the Zen master smiles. You need mindfulness even more. It is not about emptying your life or running away to a mountain. It is about showing up for your own moments, even if you feel stress or sorrow. Some people ask, does mindfulness mean I should never plan or remember? No. Mindfulness includes remembering and planning, but with awareness. If you must think about tomorrow, do it on purpose, fully, then return to this breath, this step, this cup of tea. Mindfulness is not escaping the world. It is meeting it whole and awake. Over time, mindfulness touches how you speak and act. You pause before snapping in anger. You notice the tears in someone's eyes and choose kind words. You see the sun shining outside and take a moment to appreciate it. These little acts are how mindfulness brings peace not only to you, but to everyone around. Sometimes you will forget, Get lost in old habits, run on autopilot, miss the taste of your own food or the color of the sunset. It's normal. When you notice you've drifted away, gently, kindly, bring yourself back. The Zen master says, there is never a wrong moment to return. Each breath is a door. Each now is your home. Let's try a short exercise together. Pause wherever you are and notice your breath moving in, moving out. Listen to any small sounds. The hum of a fan, birds, even far traffic. Feel your feet on the floor, your hands resting. And notice any feelings in your chest, your belly, your face. Say quietly in your mind, now I am here. Do you feel even a bit more calm? A bit more awake? That is the power of mindfulness. Not magic, not perfection. Just gentle attention, growing softer and stronger each time you remember. You will discover that as you practice, your world changes. Colors seem brighter, tastes richer. Problems feel less heavy because you can see them clearly. Most importantly, you feel more alive. Less like a robot, more like the living, breathing, gentle person you truly are. It's not just happiness that grows. Mindfulness also helps you notice when you are treating yourself harshly, beating yourself up for mistakes, letting shame or regret run wild. When you see these things, you can say, I am aware. I choose to be a better friend to myself. In time, new habits form. Less blame, more kindness. Less rush, more care. Some fear that being so aware will make them sad or anxious, because they will see pain more clearly. In truth, ignoring pain only makes it grow sharper. Awareness is like sunlight in a dark room. It may show what is there, but it also brings warmth and helps everything grow. To be mindful is not to turn away from life, but to embrace it. To notice joy, pain, boredom, excitement. All of it, as precious, as fleeting, as part of your unique journey. This is awakening self-awareness, not with judgment, but with gentle curiosity and a loving heart. You may ask, how do I remember to be mindful? The Zen master answers, practice again and again. Tie it to daily acts. Brush your teeth slowly. Taste your food. Notice the sound of your breath. When you feel worry rising, pause and breathe. When you feel joy, pause to say, this is a happy moment. Over time, these pauses build a stronger, kinder self-awareness. Some days mindfulness feels easy, other days not at all. That's okay. Each day is different and you change too. Be gentle with yourself. There is no finish line, no test, no perfect way to do it. The heart of the practice is beginning again and again, right where you are. Soon, you'll notice quiet changes. Less hurry, more peace. Softer thoughts, lighter steps, greater patience with yourself, with others, with the world. You may even help others become brighter, just by being fully present. Let me leave you with a gentle image, like a Zen story told by a master at dusk. Imagine you are sitting by a clear pond. Leaves fall, ripple the water, then settle. Your thoughts are like those leaves, some heavy, some light. Mindfulness is not getting rid of the leaves, but watching them settle, seeing the water become peaceful again. In that soft clearing, you meet your true self, kind, awake, at peace. The power of mindfulness is in returning gently to yourself, in every small moment, with every soft breath. Through this practice, you awaken self-awareness and plant the seed for true healing, right where you are, right now. Let us sit quietly for just a moment longer, breathing in, breathing out, feeling grateful for the simple, steady miracle of being alive and aware. Come, bring your mind here, settle with a gentle breath. Let us sit together as a Zen master and a kind friend. Today we turn to part 5, letting go, the art of non-attachment. I will speak with soft, simple words, so your heart can feel light and your mind finds rest. Let's begin with a question. Have you ever held onto something so tightly, an idea, a memory, a hope, or a worry, that you felt stuck, tired, or even hurt? Maybe you clung to a favorite toy as a child and cried when it broke. Maybe you hold tightly to a dream, and when it doesn't arrive, the sadness stays and stays. This clinging, this tight grip is something every person knows. In Buddhism, we call it attachment. grabbing so hard to what we love or fear that our hands and heart ache. Today, I will gently guide you to see how letting go brings peace, and how non-attachment is the soft, secret art of living freely. Picture for a moment a bird in the sky. Does the bird own the wind? Does it grasp the air? No, it rides the breeze, and when the wind changes, it glides and turns, trusting the world, trusting itself. Non-attachment is not about not caring. It's about moving with life, not against it. Let's imagine another scene. You are carrying a heavy bag. At first, you don't notice the weight, but as you walk, it presses on your shoulders, your arms grow sore. After a long journey, you finally set it down. The relief is instant. Your steps become light. The world feels easier. That's what letting go can feel like. The sudden gift of freedom, the space to breathe and smile once more. But attachment doesn't always look heavy or hard. Sometimes it's soft, a wish for someone to always be close, a hope that nothing will ever change, a longing for the perfect moment. But life moves, people change, flowers bloom, then fade. The sun sets, the moon rises, and when we hold too tightly, we suffer. In Buddhism, the Buddha saw that much of our pain comes from attachment, not just to objects, but to ideas, feelings, even certain outcomes. We want things to last, but everything in the world is always shifting. Like holding water in our hands, no matter how tight we squeeze, it slips away. You may wonder, does non-attachment mean I must give up all I love? No, not at all. The Zen master smiles, love deeply, but hold lightly. Non-attachment is not about turning away from life, but meeting it as it is, without trying to fix, hold, or change every moment. Think of a small child at the beach. She builds a sandcastle, giggling as the towers rise. She pours her whole heart into the work. And when the tide comes in and washes it away, she feels sad, then runs to build again. She does not stop loving the castle because it cannot stay. She loves, creates, lets go, and laughs again. This is the spirit of non-attachment. Let's see how attachment appears in daily life. Maybe you have a favorite shirt, and one day it gets stained. The sadness or frustration can stay in your mind. Maybe you work hard at your job, wanting praise or recognition. When these don't come, you feel hurt or angry. Perhaps you carry old arguments, hurts from long ago, wishing the past would change. All these are attachments, places where we grip so hard we forget to breathe. But what if, instead, you could let feelings flow? What if you said, yes, I feel sad this shirt is ruined, but it was never mine forever. I enjoyed it, and now I let it go? Or, yes, I wanted praise, but my worth is not built on others' words. When you let go, sadness might come for a moment, but peace follows. Like clouds parting, the sky reappears. Zen has a famous image, a hand holding a butterfly. If you squeeze tightly, you crush the beautiful thing. If you hold with soft hands, open and gentle, the butterfly may fly away, or it may rest a while longer. This is the art of non-attachment. Caring with open hands, trusting life's changes. Now, let us talk about letting go of anger and grudges. Sometimes someone hurts you, and the pain stays heavy in your heart. You replay their words, their actions over and over. But holding on to anger is like clutching a burning coal. You are hurt most of all. Non-attachment means noticing the pain, being honest about it, but not feeding it. With time and kindness, you set it down. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It is choosing your own peace over old pain. Non-attachment is also about thoughts. Have you ever gotten lost in worry? What will tomorrow bring? What if I fail? What if I'm not enough? These thoughts spin and spin, making your mind tight, your chest heavy. Instead of fighting every thought, the Zen master says, notice them, welcome them, let them pass. Like leaves on a stream, let each thought float by. With practice, your mind grows still and clear, like calm water. Letting go can even mean letting go of how you should be. We each carry stories, how we must always be strong, happy, successful. But you are human. Sometimes you will be sad, lost, or unsure. Non-attachment is allowing yourself to feel, to fall, to learn and grow, without holding your identity so tightly. You become softer, more forgiving, both with yourself and others. Some people worry that if they are non-attached, they will lose passion, energy, or love. But the opposite is true. When you let go of gripping, you open up to real joy. You love more freely, you help others without needing thanks, you live honestly. Imagine the world as a dance, sometimes gentle, sometimes wild. When you flow rather than resist, life becomes art. Let us practice together just now. Close your eyes, take a gentle breath. Think of one small thing you've been gripping. A worry, a wish, a memory. Notice how it feels in your body. Heavy, tight? Sit with it a moment. Then imagine opening your hand, letting it drift away in the wind. Feel your shoulders soften, your heart ease. You can do this again and again, each time you notice gripping or holding. Letting go is not once and done. Each day you get another chance. Some days you'll find it easy, others harder. Some things you will need to set down over and over. Even the Buddha had to let go of his home, his comforts, his ideas of how life should be. He learned that only by releasing these could true peace arise. Here is a gentle story from Zen. A monk and a traveler were crossing a muddy road. The traveler slipped and the monk caught him. The traveler thanked him, then went on, but the monk kept worrying. What if he thought I was clumsy? What if I did it wrong? The Zen master laughed. The traveler has already moved on. Why are you still carrying him on your back? Holding on to what is gone only weighs you down. Non-attachment does not mean you stop caring. It means you care deeply, but you are not destroyed when things change. You treasure people, places, and moments, but you know they must come and go. You learn to say goodbye with grace and to welcome new joys as they arrive. Let's see how non-attachment can help with relationships. When you love someone deeply, you want them near, you want happiness always. But people change just like seasons. Sometimes they move away or become distant, or they have troubles of their own. If you hold too tightly, trying to control to keep them close, you both feel trapped. But if you love with open hands, you give room to grow, and you can face what comes with wisdom and courage. If they leave, the pain is real, but your heart is still whole. Non-attachment also means letting go of the past. Regrets, mistakes, old words, these weigh on your spirit. The Zen master says, the past is like last night's dream. It cannot chain you unless you carry it into today. See what you must learn, then set it down, return to now. What about the future? Sometimes we hold tightly to plans, hopes, or worries about what is to come. Non-attachment is living here, now, not missing today for the sake of tomorrow. Plan, yes, but remember, the only moment you truly have is this one. Let's look at attachment to success and failure. So often people feel they are only as good as their latest win, or as bad as their last mistake. Non-attachment is knowing you are more than your victories or defeats. You do your best, you let go of what you cannot control. Joy grows when your heart is free from trying to prove or defend itself. You might ask, is it possible to have goals, dreams, ambition, and still practice non-attachment? Absolutely. You move toward what you love, but you are not crushed if things turn out differently. You celebrate effort, not only results. You let life surprise you. In Zen, monks practice non-attachment every day through rituals. Sweeping, cleaning, simple meals, meditation. They put down each task when it is done and move to the next. At night, they let go of the day. In the morning, they begin again. You too can make non-attachment a gentle habit. Try this for yourselves. When you notice tension in your body, a clenched jaw, tight shoulders, pause. Ask yourself, what am I holding on to right now? Sometimes it's a thought, other times a feeling. Smile at it, breathe, and see if you can soften just a little. Non-attachment is not indifference. It is care without clinging. It is loving fully, living truly, and trusting that, come joy or sorrow, You will meet each moment with courage and openness. Above all, remember, letting go is not losing. It is gaining the space for peace, the freedom to grow, the room to be kind to yourself and others. As a Zen master, I bow to your gentle efforts. Each breath, each letting go, is a step on the path. To practice the art of non-attachment is to walk lighter in this world. It is to hold life like water in your hands, grateful, caring, but not clinging. The world will shift and change, but your heart will remain calm, soft, and free. Let us sit in gentle silence now, breathing in, breathing out. Feel how much you carry. Let some of that weight fall away. With each breath, remember, you are learning the art of letting go, the softest and strongest way to heal yourself, no matter where your journey leads. Sit with me for a while in this quiet space. No rush, no need to be anywhere else. I invite you to listen, just as you are, with a gentle heart and open mind. Today, I want to help your spirit grow lighter with Part 6, Compassion for Self, the Heart of Healing. Let's talk together in peaceful words, so your soul feels soothed and kindness can bloom inside you. Let's begin with a question you may carry quietly. Why is it so much easier to show compassion to others than to ourselves? We comfort friends when they are sad, forgive a child for small mistakes, encourage someone who is lost. But often, when we stumble, we scold or judge ourselves. We tell ourselves to be stronger, faster, better, and when we can't, we feel small and broken. In Zen and Buddhist teachings, true healing cannot begin until you offer compassion to the one who suffers most, yourself. Imagine for a moment you see a small child trip and fall. She sits on the ground, crying softly. Would you scold her for being clumsy? No, your heart would fill with care. You might kneel, offer your hand, say gentle words, wipe her tears, help her try again. Now, realize that this child lives in you. You are always carrying your own tender heart, hoping for kind words, gentle care, and a soft place to land when things go wrong. Self-compassion means you choose not to be your own harshest critic, but your closest friend. It means seeing your mistakes, your tiredness, your worries, all with gentle eyes. In Buddhist wisdom, this is not weakness or selfishness. It is like giving water to a thirsty plant. Only when you care for yourself can you grow strong enough to care for the world. Let's look honestly. Sometimes, we believe we don't deserve kindness. Maybe past voices, hurts, or mistakes left a shadow inside. Maybe you were told to always give, and to ignore your own needs. But Zen teaches that compassion is a circle. What you give to yourself, you naturally give to others. The circle must be whole. Imagine your heart as a garden. If you pour out all your water to other plants but leave your own thirsty, soon none will thrive. Self-compassion brings balance. Time to rest, space to breathe, patience to begin again. Here's a practice, gentle and ancient. When you make a mistake or when you feel lost, sad, or afraid, pause. Place your hand over your heart. Speak softly to yourself as you would to a dear friend. This is hard right now. I hurt. I am worthy of care. Maybe those words feel strange at first, but over time, they become familiar pathways, leading you back home to your own kindness. Let's talk about the voice inside. Some days it is mean, a storm of blame, shame, anger. You can't do anything right. Why are you like this? Everyone else is better. Buddhism teaches that this voice is not your true selves, just old habits of thought. With mindfulness, you can notice these thoughts. Gently say, "No, not today." and invite a softer voice to speak instead. Think of a cloudy sky. Sometimes, dark clouds cover the sun, but the blue sky is always there behind them. Self-compassion is the sunlight, waiting patiently to shine again, no matter how long the storm lasts. Maybe you wonder, if I am kind to myself, will I become lazy, selfish, or weak? But look deeply. The people who show themselves compassion are often the most caring, patient, and brave. When you treat yourself kindly, your heart has space to welcome others. Perhaps you remember a moment when you tried and failed. An exam, a job, a promise. Notice the words you used. I'll never succeed. I'm not good enough. Instead, try speaking as a wise, loving friend. Trying takes courage. Everyone makes mistakes. What can I learn? How can I grow? The Zen master knows softness is not giving up, but growing stronger through patience. Self-compassion also means listening to your physical needs. Rest when you are tired, eat good food, move your body, notice when you need quiet. In busy days, it is easy to forget. But just as a garden needs sunshine and rain, you need gentle care. Let's try a small exercise together. Close your eyes for a moment. Bring to mind something that hurts, a worry, a shame, a regret. Notice how your body feels. Put your hand on your chest or cheek. Whisper, I see you, pain. Care about you. I am here for you. Stay with this for a few breaths. The pain may not vanish, but you will feel less alone. Compassion for self also leads to forgiving your past. We all carry old stories. Times we snapped at someone we loved, let a chance slip away, behaved in ways we wish we could erase. But in Zen, we learn that holding on is like dragging a heavy sack. The path is softer when you put it down. Each day is new. Forgive your old self. Not to forget, what about days when you feel empty? No strength left for compassion, for yourself or anyone. This is the moment to remember. Even the smallest act of self-care matters. Drinking water, washing your face, sitting quietly, breathing in and out. These are seeds of compassion. Over time, small seeds make a vast, gentle forest. Buddhist monks practice compassion for themselves through mindful rituals. Slow meals, silent walks, deep bows. You too can create these small rituals. Lighting a candle, enjoying tea, stretching in the morning, writing gentle words in a journal. Moments of kindness gather, and soon their light fills your days. It is easy to see the goodness in others. Notice their smiles, their struggles, the light in their eyes. Practice seeing these same things in yourself. When you succeed, celebrate. When you struggle, offer softness, not shame. With each act of self-compassion, your life becomes more peaceful, more true. What happens when you slip back into harshness, judgment, or blame? Smile at yourself, forgive, and begin again. This path is not about never falling, but about gently rising every time you do. Self-compassion is not a destination, but a way of walking. Slow, aware, gentle. Each step, each breath, each kind thought. These bring you home to yourself. The world may be noisy, harsh, or confusing, but your own heart can always be a place of refuge. The Zen master knows that when you offer compassion to yourself, you are practicing the deepest form of healing. Wounds begin to close, hope returns, and your spirit grows strong enough to weather any storm. Let us return to our earlier image, the child who fell and cried. Now imagine that you kneel beside your own heart, offering a gentle hand, a kind word, a caring presence. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to be fearless. You simply need to treat yourself as you would treat someone you deeply love. Before this quiet lesson ends, let's take 3 deep, soft breaths together. Breathe in, feeling kindness flow to your heart. Breathe out, letting go of old blame. Breathe in, filling yourself with gentleness and hope. Breathe out, setting down your burdens, even for just a moment. Know that with every breath you are enough just as you are. As you go forward, remember this: you can always return to self-compassion. It is your safest refuge, your truest friend, your greatest gift. Walk gently, with hands open and heart kind, and know that healing begins with the simple, strong act of caring for your own beautiful self. Come closer, sit comfortably, and allow your breath to slow down. There is nothing you need to do except listen kindly, as if you're sitting with a gentle Zen master in a bright morning garden. Today, we reach part 7, meditation practices for inner transformation. I will guide you with very simple, soft words, like a friend showing you how to water a plant and watch it bloom. Let these words flow through you, calm and clear, so that you feel how ordinary moments can turn into something special. Let's begin at the very start. Do you know what meditation really is? It's not about emptying your mind, sitting perfectly still, or forcing anything. Instead, meditation is a natural, gentle practice. It is sitting with yourself, noticing your breath, your thoughts, your feelings, and letting them pass by as easy as clouds in the sky. It can be as simple as closing your eyes and breathing, or just walking slowly and feeling each step. In Buddhism, meditation is not only what we do with our bodies, but also what we do with our hearts. Have you ever watched a bowl of water after you stopped stirring it? At first, the water is cloudy and full of ripples. But if you wait, it clears on its own, showing you a perfect reflection. Meditation is like this. In the beginning, your thoughts may swirl and splash, but with patience, your heart and mind become calm and peaceful, able to see clearly. Let's start with the easiest practice, breath meditation, also called mindful breathing. Find a quiet spot, sit as you are, and bring your attention gently to the breath. Notice the coolness of the air as it enters your nose, the soft warmth as it leaves. Feel your belly rise and fall. When a thought comes about the past or future, let it drift by and come back to the breath. No scolding, no rushing, just one gentle focus. Sometimes it helps to count each breath. Inhale 1, exhale 2, up to 10, then start again. If you lose count, begin at 1. Each time you begin again, you return home to yourself. This practice is not about forcing stillness, but about meeting every moment just as it is, with openness and acceptance. If you feel restless, notice it. If your mind is busy, notice that. Meditation is the simple act of noticing, again and again. Another beautiful meditation is loving kindness, or metta in Buddhism. Begin by closing your eyes and picturing yourself as you are. Maybe tired, maybe strong, maybe carrying worries or hopes. Say softly inside, "May I be happy, may I be peaceful, may I be safe, may I live with ease." Then, think of someone you love and say the same for them. May they be happy, peaceful, safe, at ease. Move outward, sending these soft wishes to friends, strangers, even people you find hard to love. Your heart will grow lighter, wider, more open each time. Walking meditation is another way to find peace. Instead of sitting, you walk slowly, paying attention to each step. Feel your feet touch the ground. Notice the pressure, the lifting, the placing. Whenever your mind wanders, bring it back to the soles of your feet. The Zen master smiles, knowing that every path, every garden, every hallway, every patch of earth can be a place for calming your mind. Walk with no hurry, noticing the world with new eyes. Sometimes you may not like to sit still. That's okay. You can practice body scan meditation. Lie down, let your hands rest by your sides, and gently bring attention to your toes, then your feet, then your ankles, like shining a gentle flashlight up your body. Notice any places that feel tense or sore. Breathe into them and imagine them softening. With each part, simply notice, let go, and move on. In the busy world, you can practice 1-minute meditation. Wherever you are, waiting in line, sitting on a bus, before you eat a meal, pause for just 1 minute. Close your eyes, feel your breath, and let all worries wait outside the door. In this minute, you remind yourself that peace does not depend on where you are or what you have. but on your inner stillness. This kind of meditation plants seeds of calm that keep growing, even when you are busy again. Some days your mind feels noisy, thoughts rushing, memories flashing, old feelings bubbling up. The Zen master gently reminds you, do not fight them. Notice each thought like watching birds fly overhead. You are not your thoughts, just as the sky is not the clouds. When you cannot find peace, simply sitting and watching your busy mind is meditation. It is enough. With time and patience, meditation brings small changes. You may notice you react less quickly to anger, or that worries feel lighter. Problems don't go away, but you see them with a kind distance. Imagine holding a cup of tea when it's too hot. It burns your hand if you grip it tight, but cools if you set it down. Meditation helps you set down what burns, if only for a while. Meditation can even touch pain and sickness. Sit quietly, and instead of wishing pain would disappear, watch it with gentle curiosity. Notice its size, its shape, whether it comes or goes. Imagine saying to pain, you are allowed to be here, but you're not all of me. With compassion, the pain may grow softer, and your courage stronger. The Zen master sometimes sits with eyes half closed, listening to his own heart. You can too breathe and listen for what you need. Maybe today you crave comfort. Maybe tomorrow you need strength. With each practice, your inner world becomes more familiar, less frightening. Self-understanding grows. Let's remember, meditation is not about escaping problems or reaching some perfect calm. It is the gentle art of meeting each part of yourself, good feelings and bad, old wounds and new hopes with courage. Sometimes tears appear, sometimes laughter. All are welcome. There is no right way to meditate. Some like to sit cross-legged, others in a chair, others lying down. Some keep their eyes closed, others open. The Zen master knows your body will show you what feels safe. Trust yourself. Let's talk about creating small rituals. Maybe you light a candle before you sit. Maybe you ring a bell, listen to its fading sound, then meditate. These simple acts help tell your mind, now, it's time for quiet. Even just sitting in silence for a few breaths before bed can be your ritual. Over time, these small beginnings become strong habits. Remember, meditation is for everyone. You do not have to be calm, holy, or wise to start. You do not need to fix anything. You show up, you breathe, you try, you begin again. Each day, you will notice small seeds of peace sprouting in places you did not expect. Maybe some days you forget to meditate or feel too busy. That is part of the journey. When you remember, return with forgiveness, no guilt needed. Each return is a new start, a fresh breath, another chance to meet yourself gently. In the old stories, the Buddha meditated under a great tree, but he taught that inner peace can be found under any roof, beside any river, in the middle of any city. Let your home, your classroom, your workplace become your meditation space. Just a breath, a moment, an open heart. As you walk through your life, let these practices guide you. Breathe deeply, often, and notice each moment kindly. To meet thoughts and feelings with curiosity. Let go of judgment. Just return to noticing. Practice loving kindness for yourself and others. And know that peace begins inside and gently touches all you do. Before we end, let's practice for a few soft breaths together right now. Sit or lie down. Close your eyes if you wish. Take a slow, deep breath in. Feel your chest rise. Breathe out slowly, letting any tension slip away. If you wish, say quietly in your mind, may I be calm, may I be kind, may I be at peace. Stay with this for a few moments. Notice what you feel without needing it to change. Meditation is not a test, not a race, not a magic fix. It is the oldest, simplest way to meet yourselves. With patience, every practice becomes a stepping stone to the deep well of kindness and strength already within you. Now, as we slip back into daily life, carry this gentle peace with you. Remember, every breath is a new beginning. With each meditation, your world shifts a little, lighter, kinder, more open, more true. Each quiet moment is a seed for inner transformation. And you, my dear friend, are the calm and steady gardener. Come, Let us sit together in gentle silence. Listen with your whole heart, as if the world has slowed down just for this soft, truthful talk. Today, as your Zen master friend, I guide you into Part 8, Silence and Solitude, the medicine of stillness. These words are as simple as river stones and as calm as the autumn sky. Take your time. Let them fill you quietly, teaching you the deep, healing strength found in silence and being alone. Let's begin with a small question. How often do you let yourself truly be alone? Not just when there's nobody else in the room or your phone is off, but alone in your mind and heart. No TV, no music, no worries or plans. Many people are afraid of silence. They hurry to fill quiet with noise, with chatter, with news and scrolling. Yet, in Buddhism and Zen, silence is not emptiness but a treasure chest, waiting to show you your own true face. Imagine a calm pond at sunrise. The world is hushed. No birds sing, no wind stirs. The whole sky is in the water, clear and pure. This is how stillness works. It lets you see your mind and heart as they really are, free from all the clouds and storms of everyday life. Solitude is not loneliness. Many people think being alone must feel sad or empty, but solitude, when chosen, is a deep returning to yourself. It is letting go of other people's voices just for a while so you can listen for your own. All the greatest teachers, Buddha included, found their wisdom by allowing themselves periods of silence and solitude. The Buddha sat under a tree, alone, and listened deeply until true peace bloomed in his heart. You may wonder, what do I do with silence? Won't my thoughts jump and race, making the quiet feel unsettled? Yes, at first. Minds are like wild ponies, running in every direction when let loose. The first moments of silence may feel uncomfortable. But if you wait, if you do not chase after every thought, slowly, the mind softens. In the silence, you learn to watch your thinking as it is, not good or bad, just what is there. This simple watching, without action, without answer, is the beginning of healing. Let's picture a young tree in a wide field. The tree does not need company or praise. It reaches quietly for water, sun, sky, growing roots strong and sure. In solitude, you become like this tree. You feel yourself grounded, nourished by the quiet that wraps around you, able to stand tall even when winds arrive. Sometimes, silence shows you things you didn't want to see. Old fears, sadness, questions about your life. This can be hard. Yet, this is why silence is called medicine. What is hidden cannot heal, but what is seen, felt, and faced gently in the quiet can begin to change. Remember, you are not alone in your silence. The teachers, the Buddhas, the kind spirits through the ages, each has walked the still, lonely path and found its light. Do you know the story of the monk who lived beside a waterfall? Each day, the roaring water filled his ears. So much noise he could not hear his own thoughts. But little by little, when he stopped fighting the sound and simply listened, he discovered a deeper silence inside himself that even the waterfall could not touch. No matter how busy the outside, there is always an inner stillness to return to, if you practice. To find the stillness, try a small practice. Sit in a quiet room or in shadow under a tree. Turn away from books, phones, even music. Feel your breath. Let the sounds around you come and go. Neighbors' voices, a clock ticking, wind on the glass. Do nothing, try nothing, want nothing, just notice. When thoughts arise, say gently, "That too belongs," and let them pass. In such moments, the world grows large and soft, free from all rush or need. Some days you may feel afraid to be alone in your own company. Maybe you fear what you might feel or what you won't find. In Buddhism, this is normal. Everyone feels this on the path. Solitude asks you to be both brave and kind. To say, "I trust myself to sit quietly, just as I am, and listen." With practice, the silence becomes a friend. One who listens better than anyone else, who can never truly leave or judge. Let us look at daily life. When you eat, can you eat in silence sometimes? No TV, no talk, just you and your food. Taste each bite, swallow with care, feel gratitude. When walking, can you walk without chatting, without headphones, hearing just the sound of your feet on the ground? These tiny moments are where solitude begins. A patch of stillness in the middle of a busy day. In Buddhist temples, there are long sessions of sitting together in silence. No words, just the sound of breathing, the warmth of presence. Even with others around, the monks protect and honor silence as a precious gift. They know that words sometimes cloud the mind, but silence soothes it, clears it, lets truth shine out like the sun after rain. Maybe you want to meditate to find the silence, but your house is noisy, or you are never alone. Don't worry, even 5 minutes in the bathroom under a tree, or with your face to the sun outside can help. It's not about length, but about the willingness to pause, listen, and notice yourself. Each moment of chosen solitude is a small stone on the path, showing you the way home. Painful emotions may visit you in solitude. Sadness, regret, longing, fear. The Zen master knows these are not to be pushed away, but welcomed. Hello, pain, I see you. Sit with me a while in this quiet. In stillness, these feelings lose some of their sharpness. They grow clearer, softer, easier to understand. Sometimes, a deep answer will float up from your own heart that was never heard in the busy noise. Some people wonder if loving silence means turning away from the world, becoming cold or distant. But the opposite is true. The most loving, wise, and compassionate people are those who know how to rest in their own company. Their kindness grows strong in solitude and flows out to others like a gentle river. You may find, after some days of practicing silence or moments of being alone, that when you return to friends, family, work, or noise, you do so with new patience and calm. This is one of the sweetest gifts. You bring the medicine of stillness back to share with the world, without even needing words. In Zen, there is a saying, silence is the highest teaching. The greatest truths are sometimes not said, but felt. The deepest love is often shown not through talk, but simply through presence, being there, steady, like a mountain. There will be days when the quiet feels too much, when being alone is hard or sad. On such days, remember, silence is not a test to be passed, but a practice to return to. Like learning to ride a bicycle, some days you will balance easily, some days you will wobble. Each attempt carries you forward. Trust yourself. Sometimes you will discover, not in the noise of striving, but in the soft hush of being still, the true sound of your own heart. The world outside will always call for your attention, but in this small inner silence, you find the courage and comfort that have always been part of you. Before we end, let's sit together for 1 minute. Let all words fall away. Feel your breath, the beat of your own heart, the sound of wherever you are. In this gentle stillness, say quietly in your mind, "Here I am." It is enough. Let yourself rest for just a while in the quiet safety of your own being. As you walk forward, carry some silence with you. Trust in solitude as medicine, not punishment. Each silent moment is a doorway, where ordinary life turns gentle, healing, and true. Let us bow softly to the quiet and return to life with peace in our steps and stillness in our hearts. Sit quietly with me in this gentle place. Take a slow, easy breath and listen, like two friends sharing a story beneath a tall, wise tree. Today is part 9, Embracing Impermanence, Accepting Change. Let these words come into you simply, softly, the way sunlight comes, warm and natural, so your heart can truly understand. Let's begin with a gentle question. Have you ever wished that something beautiful could last forever? Maybe a day when laughter filled your home. Maybe a moment when you felt proud, safe, or deeply loved. Or perhaps a season, the gentle chill of autumn or the soft green days of spring. But then, the day ends. The season turns. Things change. We all wish happy times could stay. Sometimes we even hope that tough times never come. But in this world, nothing stays the same for very long. Buddhism calls this truth impermanence, which means that everything is always changing. Imagine a river. You step into it once, feeling the cool water swirl around your toes. If you step in again, even just a moment later, the water is different. The river keeps flowing. The water you touched has already moved away. Our lives are like rivers, filled with moments moving by, never holding still, never repeating exactly. Impermanence is not something to fear, though many people do. Instead, Zen teaches us to welcome change as a natural part of life. If we wish life could pause or stay the same, we create extra worry and sadness for ourselves. But if we learn to flow with change, our hearts grow softer and more peaceful. It doesn't mean we never feel sad when something ends, or never miss someone who goes away. It means we learn to see endings as a part of the story, not as a mistake. Let's see this in small, everyday things. A flower in your garden blooms, bright and strong, and brings joy. But soon, petals fall, colors fade, and the flower withers. First, you may feel sad, but if the flower never faded, the next bloom couldn't arrive. Each ending grows into a new beginning. Each moment, no matter how beautiful, must give space for the next. Have you ever watched a child grow up? One day they laugh and play, tiny and innocent. The next, they are taller, wiser, ready to step out into the world. Parents who hold too tightly to the child they knew may miss the amazing person growing in front of them. To accept change is to love fully, without clinging. Or think of the sky. Clouds roll in and out. Storms come, then blue sky. Even the brightest day turns to night, and night to morning. Nothing stands still. Not the stars, not us, not anything. The Zen master smiles, knowing that each passing moment is a treasure, just because it cannot last. Buddhist wisdom says, loving impermanence frees you. If pain arises, you can remind yourself, this will pass. And when joy fills your heart, you can savor it even more fully, knowing it will not be here forever. This gentle awareness lets you drink deeply from each day, then let it go, soft and grateful. Some people try to hold on tightly to things, youth, health, money, friends, or even feelings. But when you clutch too hard, you feel tired and scared. Imagine holding sand in your fist. The harder you squeeze, the more it slips out. If you open your hand, the sand simply rests there, peaceful and light. Impermanence can feel painful when we lose what we love. Someone moves away or says goodbye. Something breaks or is lost forever. Change brings griefs. But remember the river. New water always flows in, even when you cannot see it yet. Buddhism teaches us to honor our sadness, but also to trust that healing and new joys will arrive in time. Roots grow stronger after winter. Let us look at memories. Sometimes we long to live in the past, when things seemed better, easier, or more fun. These memories are precious, but if we try to bring them back exactly as they were, we grow frustrated. In Zen, we bow to the past with gratitude, then turn gently to the present, letting each new moment shape us in fresh ways. You may ask, if everything changes, does anything last? Zen answers, the truth of change itself is always with you. Your heart, your spirit, your gentle awareness grow wiser with each change you embrace, each letting go, each fresh start. This too is part of who you are. Let's practice a small meditation together to feel impermanence inside. Sit still. Close your eyes if you wish. Think of your breaths. Notice how it comes, then goes. Every breath is new. You cannot save one for later. You cannot breathe yesterday's air. Just now, inhale, exhale, moment by moment, always moving forward. When a thought arrives, see it appear and disappear, like waves on a pond. Think, too, about your feelings. Maybe now you feel peaceful. Later, worries may come. Then, happiness or sleepiness or hope. None will stay forever, but all are important. By watching gently as feelings change, you learn not to hold too tightly, just welcome, watch, release. Impermanence also shows us that every difficulty has an end. Hard days and storms eventually pass. When you are hurting, whisper, this too will end. I am stronger than this moment. And when you are joyful, let yourself enjoy it fully, without fear. Good things cannot be kept, but their sweetness lives in your memory. Some people get afraid, thinking, if nothing lasts, why care about anything? But the Zen master teaches, impermanence is what makes things precious. A flower you see just once becomes unforgettable. A friend's laugh on a sad day fills your heart for years. Nothing lasting means everything now is worth your full, loving attention. Imagine each moment as a bubble on water, shining, perfect, and about to pop. You do not need to gather bubbles. Only enjoy them as they come. This is freedom. No more fighting change. No more blaming yourself or others when things shift or end. Let's bring this into your daily lives. When you see your reflection in the mirror, accept the changes, the new lines, the growing and aging. Each year is a gift. When your plans change suddenly, weather shifts, friends cancel, you get sick, trust that a new path will appear. Sometimes, unexpected changes bring surprise joys. You may notice that things grow easier when you allow for change. Arguments can soften, mistakes become lessons, and new possibilities appear. Letting go of needing things to always be the same opens your heart wider. In Buddhist monasteries, monks wake up before sunrise, eat simple food, and do chores together. Every day is different, though the routine is the same. Sometimes crops fail or a dear teacher leaves. Sadness arises, but so does understanding. A deep peace grows from meeting each moment as it is. Zen also teaches us to honor grief when change means loss. When someone dies, when a big chapter closes, when a beloved place is gone, the pain is real. The answer is not to rush past it, but to sit with it, feel it, and let the river of time carry it gently downstream. Even pain in time changes shape. Tears dry, memories soften. Let yourself feel, but also trust the sun will rise. Here is a simple exercise to practice acceptance. When something changes around you, a broken plate, a lost toy, a missed chance, instead of saying, "Why me? This isn't fair," pause, put your hand on your heart, breathe and say, "This too is part of my journey." Even in disappointment, you build resilience. Kids know that life changes fast. They lose teeth, leave behind old shoes, shift from favorite games to new ones. Each change brings tears, but also excitement. If you let yourself welcome change with a beginner's spirit, life feels lighter. Nature is our teacher. Each season comes and goes, bringing its own beauty. The caterpillar becomes a butterfly. The waves erase footprints in the sand. Even great mountains crumble, and seeds sleep through winter before bursting with life. By seeing change all around, we learn to trust it inside ourselves. The Zen master bows to this truth. Everything passes, good and bad, easy and hard. Accepting this is the start of wisdom. You become like a tree that drops its leaves in autumn, trusting, waiting, ready for spring. Let us end this talk with a quiet moment of gratitude. Sit, breathe, and think of all that has changed in your life. People you've loved, dreams you've chased, mistakes you've made, joys you've cherished. Each part made you who you are. You do not need to hold yesterday tightly, nor fear tomorrow. With each breath you move forward, soft, wise, alive. Remember, lovely friend, it is safe to let go. Safe to welcome each new sunrise. Safe to trust that in every ending, another beginning waits, often in the places you least expect. Let's take 3 calm breaths together, feeling the world move and change, inside and outside, with every rise and fall of the chest. May you walk gently with each change, honoring every moment for exactly what it is. Impermanence is not a loss, but a gift, the secret path to lasting peace. Trust it, embrace it, and let your spirit flow brightly onward, like the clear, singing river that never stops becoming new. Come sit by me, quietly, gently, as a Zen master and a trusted friend. Let's let the world slow down. There's no hurry, just you, me, and the simple truth we'll explore together today. This is part 10, Karma and Responsibility, Owning Your Path. Let these words wash over you like morning sunlight, softening your heart and helping you trust your own way. Have you ever wondered, why do things happen to me? Am I just unlucky? Or maybe thought, why should I try to be kind if nobody notices? These are ordinary questions, whispered by every person, young or old. Now imagine you are a gardener. Every day you plant seeds, some big, some small. Some you plant on purpose, others fall by accident. In time, each seed grows into a plant. The garden changes day by day, shaped by what you put in the earth. In Buddhism, this is called karma, a gentle word for actions and their results. Karma is not a punishment, is not a magic spell. It is simply this: every action, each word, thought, or deed is a seed. If you plant kindness, patience, honesty, you grow happiness and peace. If you plant anger, blame, or lies, you find trouble and worry. Some seeds grow quickly, others take many seasons, but nothing is lost. Each tiny act shapes your life, like drops of color in clear water. Let's make it easier. Think of a morning when you wake up early, smile, and help your family. The day feels lighter. People smile back. The next day you wake grumpy, speak harshly, avoid your loved ones. The mood feels heavy, troubles follow. Which day was better? You see, your choice each morning shapes the weather of your heart and home. Karma is not only what you do, but what you think and say, even the words you whisper to yourself. When you judge yourself harshly, it's like planting weeds in your garden. When you practice patience or hope, you plant flowers that will bloom later. The Zen master knows, you cannot always control what happens, but you can always choose how to meet it. This is responsibility, not a heavy word, but a gentle, steady way of owning your path. If you spill water on the floor, you clean it up. If you hurt someone with your words, you apologize. If you miss a chance, you try again. Responsibility is freedom because it gives you the power to change, to heal, to start fresh. Some believe karma is something that only lives in the distant future or another life. But really, it is every moment, right now, right here. The things you do and say and even think will shape tomorrow's world, your own and others. Imagine tossing a stone in a pond. The ripples go out and out, touching every shore. Each person's actions touch countless lives, often in ways unseen. You may ask, what if bad things happen to good people? The Zen master answers kindly, life is more like a web than a math problem. Our world is woven from many hands, many choices, yours, mine, those before us, those not yet born. Sometimes we inherit pain or trouble from others. Still, our response to meet each moment with care can change the future. Taking responsibility means not blaming others for your anger, your frustration, your choices. Of course, people hurt you sometimes. Of course, life is hard. But when you own your feelings, your actions, you find you are not powerless. Imagine carrying a heavy bag filled with other people's mistakes and words. If you let go of what's not yours, put blame down and only carry your own choices, life becomes lighter. Karma is also about forgiveness. Maybe you hurt someone or they hurt you. Old pain can sit in your heart, growing tighter and sharper with time. Responsibility is saying honestly, I did this, or this happened to me, and choosing, if you can, to learn, to fix, or to let go. Sometimes you can't make things right outside, but you can always choose your next step. Listen to this simple story. A student once asked the Buddha, "What is the fruit of good actions?" The Buddha did not speak first of heaven or rewards. He said, "Peace of heart, clear mind, a gentle life. When you live with kindness and honesty, even if nobody sees, you become steady like a mountain. Storms come and pass, but your roots hold fast." Let's see how karma shapes everyday moments. Picture yourself in school or at work. You find a wallet on the ground. Nobody is nearby. You can keep the money or you can return it. Each choice plants a seed. If you keep it, even if nobody knows, you may feel guilt or fear later. If you return it, peace and pride blossom in your heart. The outer world might not change, but your inner world grows rich. Small acts matter too. Holding the door for someone, sharing a smile, picking up trash, saying thank you. These are all seeds. In Buddhist teaching, even a drop of kindness can water a whole life. Now, what about when you feel stuck? Sometimes people say, "I always mess up. I'll never change." The Zen master smiles. The garden will always grow what you plant today. Nobody is only their old mistakes. Every moment is a new chance. If you wish to be kinder, more patient, more joyful, start now with something tiny. Each step matters. Each breath is new. You may wonder, is karma only about being good? Karma is about being awake. See what your actions bring. If lying brings you fear, try honesty. If anger hurts your health, practice calm. With each lesson, you learn how to shape the life you truly want. Sometimes karma brings old pain, sickness, sadness, things we didn't mean. Buddhism teaches, do not take pain as punishment. It is only cause and effect. You are not bad. You are simply seeing the fruits of many seeds, from many years, many people. With understanding, you become gentler, wiser, less quick to judge. Let's do a small practice together. When you wake up tomorrow, whisper, "What seeds will I plant today?" Think of one kind word, one gentle deed, one honest choice you can make. At day's end, notice what has grown. Maybe just a hint of ease, a softer heart, a peaceful sleep. Each day, this grows stronger. In Zen, monks remember karma with every step. They sweep the temple not because the floor is dirty, but to practice care. They bow to each meal, grateful for all the hands that made it. They speak kindly, not just for others, but to keep their own hearts clean. Taking responsibility is also admitting mistakes, not with shame, but with honesty. I was wrong. I will try again. In this simple act, you become strong. Weakness is hiding from what you've done. Courage is looking, learning, and stepping forward anyway. Some days your energy will be low. You may act impatiently, forget your intentions, fall back into old habits. This is normal. Karma is not about doing everything right. It is about waking up again and again, choosing better, forgiving yourself and others, and walking forward. Imagine for a moment a world where everyone, just for a day, takes responsibility for their words and actions. What would change? Less blame, fewer fights, more understanding. Each candle lights another. You do not have to save the whole world, but every time you choose care, the world grows brighter. Karma is not only personal, but shared. Your choices affect your community, your family, the earth itself. Eating simply, walking gently, caring for plants and animals. These are all ways to take responsibility. If everyone picks up just one piece of trash, the whole world becomes clean. Do not be afraid of mistakes. Even the greatest masters stumble. The only true mistake is refusing to learn. When you see what causes suffering, plant something kinder. When you feel joy, share it. When you feel sorrow, comfort yourself gently, then offer comfort to others. Sometimes karma ripens in strange ways, sometimes slowly, sometimes all at once. Don't worry if you don't always see the results of your good actions right away. Trust that every seed matters. Some plants bloom in spring, others in the deepest winter. To close, let us remember, karma is the gentle law of cause and effect. Responsibility is the freedom to own your paths. You are not stuck or powerless. Your hands plant tomorrow with every choice today. No kindness is wasted. No effort is lost. Walk gently, speak honestly, think kindly, and your garden will flourish. Take a quiet moment. Just one breath, one wish for goodness. Trust yourself. Begin again. Tomorrow is shaped by what you plant right here, right now. Let us sit together in this truth. As a Zen master, I see your courage. Every step, every choice is a seed of hope. The path is yours. Walk it with soft, steady steps. Come and join me in this quiet moment, as a gentle breeze flows through our thoughts and we sit, peaceful and open together. As your Zen master and kind friend, I invite you to soften your eyes, take a deep, easy breath, and listen as we share part 11. Breaking the chain of craving, desire, and contentment. These words will be simple, bright, and soft as sunlight on water, meant to help you understand your heart's longings and to discover the sweet taste of enough. Let's begin with a gentle question. Have you ever wanted something so much that your mind kept spinning and your heart felt restless? It could be anything. A toy as a child, a new gadget, a delicious meal, someone's praise, a good result, more money, more time, more love. You think, just this once, if I get this, I'll be happy. Sometimes you do get it, joy comes, but it fades. Soon another craving starts, more, better, brighter. Why does wanting never seem to end? Buddhism calls this craving, the cause of much of our suffering. Imagine a tiny hamster running on a spinning wheel. The faster it runs, the faster the wheel turns, but the hamster goes nowhere. Our cravings are like that wheel, always spinning, always chasing something just out of reach. Can be exhausting, never satisfied for long. The Buddha saw this clearly. Craving is like a fire that, if always fed, keeps growing and growing, never full, never at rest. Let's see this in everyday life. Perhaps you're hungry, so you dream of something tasty. You eat, feel content, but soon your mind thinks of dessert, or a different meal, or more snacks. Where you want a new phone or shoes. When you buy them, joy flares, then fades. Suddenly, something else catches your eye. Or maybe you wish for someone's love or attention. When you get it, you smile, but then worry. Will they always care? Do I need to do more to keep them close? The heart keeps asking, what's next? Craving does not only chase things. Sometimes it's about feelings. I want to feel happy all the time. Or about life itself. I want everything to go my way. I want people to understand me. I want to always be safe, always be loved. But the world doesn't work this way. Life is full of changes. Craving fights reality, and this fight brings pain. With tenderness, Buddhism does not say craving is bad. It is simply how the mind works, trying to fill an endless emptiness. The wise path begins not with scolding or guilt, but with seeing craving clearly. Ah, there you are. I see how you make me run and run, but never let me rest. Let's imagine a bowl with a hole at the bottom. You pour water in, but it always drains away. The more you pour, the busier you become. Yet the bowl is never truly full. Craving is the hole. No matter what comes from outside, contentment is always leaking out. What happens if, instead of pouring more, you patch the hole? That patch is called contentment, the art of feeling enough. Contentment does not mean giving up dreams or never wishing for more. It means seeing what you have right now, letting it be enough, letting your heart rest in the present. It's the deep sigh after a long day, the pleasure of a simple meal, the joy in a quiet walk. Contentment is not about having nothing, but about not being a prisoner to endless wanting. In Buddhist stories, craving is often compared to drinking salty water when you are thirsty. The more you drink, hoping to quench your thirst, the thirstier you become. True satisfaction only comes by stepping away from the salt and seeking pure water. Peace in what is, not in endless more. Let's look at where craving hides in daily life. Can be in impatience, wanting the day to go faster or wishing it would slow down. It appears as envy, comparing yourself to others, wishing for their luck or looks or happiness. It sneaks in as worry. What if I never get this? What if someone takes it away? Craving keeps you restless, always looking outside for peace. Buddhist practice teaches us to gently notice craving. The next time you feel restless, ask yourself, what am I really longing for? Am I looking for comfort, safety, love, respect, excitement? Naming your craving can shrink its power. Often, you'll find the real wish is for kindness or rest, something already inside your reach. Now let's try a tiny practice together. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and think of something you really want right now. Notice how it feels, not just in your mind but in your body. Is there tightness, heat, ache? Say softly in your heart, I see you, craving. Thank you for trying to help me. Let's rest together. I have enough just for now. Breathe out slowly. Is there space? Even a little? That is the start of contentment. Sometimes you might fear that without cravings you'll lose motivation. Won't you stop trying, give up on dreams, or fall behind? But the Zen master knows true effort comes from joy, not first. When you act out of peace, your work flows more gently. When goals are steps, not prisons, the journey becomes lighter. You still plant seeds, strive, and grow, but you are not trapped on the spinning wheel. The Buddha taught that craving is one of the three poisons, along with anger and ignorance, that cause suffering. He advised, instead, to practice gratitude and mindful awareness. When you feel a craving start, pause and notice the blessings in this moment. The breath in your chest, the sunlight outside, the sound of laughter, a warm drink, the kindness of a friend. Craving wants what isn't here. Gratitude loves what is. Here's a small daily ritual to build contentment. Each morning or night, think of 3 things you are grateful for. Simple things, like clean water, a soft pillow, a smile, a moment of quiet. Even on the hardest days, some gentle good remains. Let your heart rest there. Zen stories often tell of masters with few possessions, yet bright with joy. One such master had only a bowl and a robe, but when he lost his bowl, he laughed. At last, I am truly free. Nothing left to lose, and so much space to welcome life. The less you cling, the lighter you feel, and the more joy you can give away. Of course, craving will return again and again. The path is not to fight or punish yourself, but to become gentle friends with your desires. Notice them, bow to them, and choose what to follow. Sometimes you reward yourself, enjoy a treat, or dream of new adventures. Other times you pause, breathe, and say, enough, this is where I rest. For children, craving is natural. The child wants a new toy, more candies, endless playtime. But even children can learn contentment. Sharing, pausing, enjoying the game instead of always chasing victory. As you grow, you understand, joy comes not from having all you want, but from wanting what you have. Let's tie this learning to your feelings too. Sometimes you wish for happiness always, or for pain to vanish. But feelings like weather come and go. Instead of craving endless sunshine, learn to dance through rain and storm. The master smiles. To hold sadness lightly is also contentment. What about relationships? Craving can cause jealousy, clinging, or fear of losing love. Contentment says, I am grateful for the love here now. I will cherish it, not bury it in fear. When love is open, not grasped too tightly, it grows brighter, not smaller. There will be days when craving surges, when you want to run away, buy more, eat more, shout, or chase something new. This is human. Remember to pause, breathe, trust that enoughness lives already inside you, waiting for gentle attention. At the heart of Buddhist wisdom is the truth. You have everything you need to find deep peace, right where you are. Craving whispers you are missing something. Contentment replies, you here, now are already whole. To close this gentle lesson, let's share a silent moment. Breathe in softly. Feel the body, the breath, the space. Say inside, may I be content. May I find peace with what I have. Even if it's just one breath, one heartbeat, it is enough. As the Zen master bows, so I bow to you. May you find freedom from chasing and rest in the quiet joy of what is. Each step home to contentment is a treasure more precious than anything you could ever crave. Come and find a peaceful place within, and let's sit quietly. Your Zen master friend beside you, breathing softly and speaking gently. We touch part 12 together today, community and solitude, balancing connection and independence. Let my words be easy to follow, kind, slow, and full of truth meant just for your heart. Listen with ease, letting each phrase settle into you like sunlight on still water. Let's begin with a gentle thought, one that floats through every day of our lives. People need people, but people also need to be alone. How do you find peace among others, and how do you rest in your own company? In Buddhism, this is a loving puzzle, how to connect and belong, yet also stay true to yourself and enjoy time alone. Pause. Feel the world around you. Someone laughs in the next room. A friend sends a message. A bird sings outside. You are in the web of life, a family, a village, a team at work, a class at school, or even a neighbor to a stranger in the same city. Even if you sometimes feel lonely, you are always connected. But sometimes, maybe often, being with others can feel tiring, even heavy. You might worry about fitting in, about what others think, about being good enough. On the other side, being alone can sometimes make you feel lost or unsure. Buddhism says, both community and solitude are teachers. Learning to move gently between them is a deep art. Let's look at community. Think of monastics living together in a temple. Their lives are filled with shared meals, group chanting, working in gardens side by side. They help each other, learn from each other, and listen when someone is sad. The strength of many hearts together is called Sangha, the Buddhist word for spiritual community. In Sangha, you find support, reminders, laughter, and wise mirrors for your own journey. Imagine now the feeling of sharing burdens. When life is heavy, community lifts you up. Someone listens to your worries, another shares advice, and suddenly the mountain of sorrow feels less steep. When you celebrate, friends cheer louder, hugging you with joy. This is the gift of connection, comfort that doubles happiness and divides sorrow. But true community is not just about comfort. Sometimes, living with others must face trouble. Arguments, misunderstandings, jealousy. The Zen master smiles kindly. These bumps are just as important as peaceful moments. They teach patience, forgiveness, careful speech. In Buddhism, it is said, the rough stone polishes the other. By learning to live, work, and heal with others, your heart becomes rounder and more loving. Community also means learning service, doing helpful things without expecting praise. It might be sweeping a temple floor, helping a friend move, listening to someone's worry, or losing the game but still clapping for another's win. When you give in community, you soften your own edges. Gratitude appears quietly, transforming both giver and receiver. Don't forget, sometimes community is as small as your family or as big as the world. It can be the person next to you on the train, or someone who needs help across the globe. Buddhism teaches, no kindness is too small, and no person is truly separate from your heart. Yet, every wise teacher knows, if you spend every moment with others, you become tired or you may lose sight of your own spirit. Buddha left his family and friends for a while, wandering alone beneath trees and stars, to find the deep truths inside. This is solitude, not loneliness, but a chosen time to know yourself, to rest, to breathe freely. Solitude is precious. In your own space, you discover your true voice, not just the person others wish you to be. You reflect, you grow quiet, you heal wounds you didn't know you carried. In the hush, you find clarity about your dreams, your worries, your needs. Great wisdom comes from sitting alone beneath the moon, listening to your own breath. Sometimes, people fear being alone, as if solitude means being unloved or ignored. But remember, even the lotus grows in a quiet pond, alone and bright. Some answers only arise in stillness. Sometimes you need to step away, to pause, to fill your own cup so you can share freshly with others. The wise balance comes when you embrace both sides. One moment you gather with friends or family, sharing stories, meals, struggles, joys. Another moment, you slip away into your own gentle quiet. Reading, walking alone, listening to music, or simply closing your eyes for a few mindful breaths. Neither is better or worse. Both are needed, like the inhale and exhale of your breath. Let's look at real life. You may work or study in a busy room. Some days you feel energized by hugs, laughter, teamwork. Other days, crowds grow loud. You long for your own space, your own thoughts. This is normal. Buddhist wisdom teaches, listen to your own needs. If you are tired, go gently into silence. If you feel lonely, reach out for connection. Try this easy practice to balance both. When you are with others, be fully present. Listen kindly, give your true self, enjoy their presence. When you are alone, don't wish to be elsewhere. Let yourself be full in that quiet moment. Enjoy your own company. Find pleasure in simple things. Rest without guilt. Sometimes you will mix both. Maybe you are alone in a crowd, or with others but longing for silence. Notice these feelings, and let yourself shift gently from one to the other as needed. Every person finds their own balance. Some need more time with friends, others need more time alone. You cannot force your heart to be someone else's shape. Zen monks say, practice in the assembly, rest in the hermitage. This means, grow with others, but recharge in solitude. Each place, each person is important on your path. What happens when you feel left out or rejected by your group? This hurts. Buddhism comforts you. Sometimes, a closed door leads you back to yourselves. Trust that solitude is not an enemy, but a doorway to healing and discovery. And when you feel too far alone, remember, your heart can always reach out to others, even with a simple smile or gentle word. The true trick is to not swing too far to either edge, hiding always in the crowd, or running always away. Balance comes from listening honestly to your own changing needs. Some days you'll want more hugs, more voices. Other days you'll crave silence, seeing the sky, feeling your own heartbeat in peace. Let's think of nature. A tree grows with others in a forest, its roots tangled below, its leaves sharing sunshine above. But each tree stands alone, in its own space, stretching its own branches. In community you are together, but in solitude you are yourselves. Both are needed for a strong, happy life. You might wonder, how do I create community if I feel shy? How do I find solitude if I am surrounded by people? Start small. Say hello, join in simple acts, a group meal, a shared walk. To find quiet, wake early or sit quietly for a few minutes in your room, or even in the bathroom. Community and solitude are found in small, everyday choices. Let's end with a simple ritual. Each day, notice how you feel. Do you long for talk, laughter, the comfort of others? Or do you need silence, time to dream, to think, to heal alone? Trust that both are right, and you may move between them as you need. When you accept this in yourself, you become wiser and kinder to everyone you meet. Before we finish, let us take 3 peaceful breaths together. On the in-breath, imagine the support and love of your community, near or far. On the out-breath, offer gratitude for the sweet quiet of your own heart. Repeat this and remember, the dance between togetherness and solitude is your gift, your strength. May you live balanced, connected yet free, surrounded yet belonging to yourself. Each step on this dance brings you home, both to the world and to the quiet joy within you. Come and sit with me in this soft, quiet moment, like two friends beneath a wide, gentle sky. Let the outside world fade as you listen, heart open and mind at ease. Today, as your Zen master, I tell the story of part 13, Right Thought and Intention, Shaping Reality from Within. My words will be simple, flowing gently like water, meant for your comfort and deep understanding. Let's begin with a soft question. What if your thoughts are like seeds that grow into your life itself? Imagine you are a gardener. Every day, whether you know it or not, you plant thousands of tiny seeds in the garden of your mind. Some are seeds of hope, peace, and kindness. Others might be worry, anger, or sadness. With time, each seed grows, shaping the way you see the world and live in it. In Buddhism, we call this right thought and right intention, two parts of the Eightfold Paths, the steps that lead us to peace and happiness. But what are thoughts? They are small voices in our mind. A picture, a story, a wish, a worry. Every day, your mind tells you stories. I can do this, or today will be hard, or I'm not good enough, or that person is kind, or I hope things get better. Sometimes these stories help you. Sometimes they make you sad or scared. The Zen master teaches, if you tend carefully to your thoughts and shape your intentions wisely, you will shape your life with strength and compassion. Let's imagine you wake up in the morning. If your first thought is, what a terrible day, you may notice only the troubles ahead. But if you choose, today, I'll try to be gentle with myself, your heart feels softer, and your day feels lighter. The world outside may be the same, but your inside experience is changed. Right thought, in Buddhism, means seeing things clearly, without twisting them into sadness or anger, and without ignoring what is true. It is not about pretending everything is perfect. It is about guiding your mind back to honesty, kindness, and hope, again and again. Let's talk about intentions. While thoughts are small and quick like birds, intentions are bigger. They guide our days, shaping why we act at all. An intention is a gentle promise you make to yourself. Today, I will try to be kind. I will listen deeply. I will forgive. Or, I will do my best, even if I make mistakes. Right intention is the heart behind your actions. It is why you do things, not just what you do. Sometimes people think intentions don't matter, only actions count. But in Buddhism, intention shapes every action from the inside out, like water shapes a riverbank. If a person acts generously only for attention, their actions feel empty. If they give with a heart full of care, even small acts, the world grows brighter. Let's see how this works in real life. Perhaps you help someone carry their bags. If inside, your thought is, I hope they thank me and see how good I am, the act is heavy, tied to hope for praise. But if your intention is simply, I want to help because we all need kindness, you feel light, free, joyful whether thanked or not. Right thought asks you to notice unhelpful patterns, worries that never end, anger that grows and grows, doubt that says, I can't. When you spot these, you do not scold yourself. Instead, take a breath and offer yourself a new story. I don't know what will happen, but I will try my best. I feel angry, but I can choose patience. I made a mistake, but I can try again. It's natural for negative thoughts to come. They're not your fault. and you cannot make your mind empty forever. The Zen master smiles. Thoughts are like clouds. They come and go. What matters is where you let your heart settle. Each time an unkind or fearful thought arises, gently notice it, then guide your mind back to what is true and kind. How do you set the right intention in the morning? Start simply. Before you get out of bed, close your eyes. Ask yourself, what do I want to bring into my day? Maybe it's patience, kindness, focus, forgiveness, or courage. Say quietly, today, I intend to be gentle with myself and others. Let this small hope shape your actions, like sunlight shapes a flower. This does not mean you will be perfect. Some days, anger or sadness will come anyway. Right thought is not about controlling every feeling, but about returning to kindness when you remember. If you stray, you simply begin again. Now I return to my intention. Now I do my best. In Buddhist tradition, right thought often means replacing 3 kinds of unwholesome thoughts with better ones. Replacing desire or greed with contentment and generosity. Replacing anger or hatred with love and patience. Replacing ignorance with wisdom and clarity. For example, if you find yourself wishing you had more than others, pause and notice what you do have. Offer someone else a kind word, or simply breathe and let jealousy pass. If you feel angry, pause and remember, a single thoughtful breath can keep a harsh word unsaid. If you are confused, seek understanding, ask for help, or wait patiently for answers to come. Let's try a simple practice together. Sit quietly for a moment. Notice what thoughts are in your mind. Are they soft, rough, busy, sleepy? Gently name what you feel: worry, hope, doubt, kindness. Take a small breath and ask your heart, what intention can I bring right now? Say it softly to yourself. Let this intention settle in you like a pebble dropped in a still pond. Right thought and intention are not only for quiet times. When busy or stressed, pause for a moment and guide your mind with a simple thought. Just breathe, one thing at a time. I choose kindness. Small words repeated gently are powerful medicine. In Zen, there is a saying, with our thoughts, we make the world. Not the whole outside world, but the world we live in inside. Our sense of peace, our hope, our courage, our ability to love. If every day you plant one seed of kindness, one intention of honesty, soon you wake to find your whole life is blooming. Why does this matter? Because so much in life is outside our control. The weather, other people's choices, sudden troubles. They come and go as they wish. But the thoughts you tend and the intentions you hold are always in your care. No one can take them from you. In every moment you get to shape, just a little, the quality of your day, your character, your peace. You might ask, how do I keep my intentions strong when days are hard? The Zen master smiles. Return again and again and again. Each time you remember, you strengthen the path. Every morning, every hour, you can begin anew. Let's end this talk with a soft, true ritual. Sit quietly for a moment. Place your hand on your heart or your chest. Breathe in gently. Ask yourself, what thought does my heart need right now? Breathe it in. Kindness, hope, patience, courage. Whatever you choose. Breathe out anything old that doesn't serve you. Say in your heart, I intend to walk today with care. I will return to this thought when I wander. Remember, thoughts come and go, but the direction you set with intention is always yours. With small steps, one gentle thought, one clear intention at a time, you shape the world within you. And soon, the world all around you grows a little softer, brighter, and more true. As your Zen master, I bow to your courage. Yes, it takes courage to choose your thoughts and set your intentions again and again. Even when life is noisy, stormy, or hard. May your days be filled with wise thoughts and gentle intentions. And may you see how strong and peaceful you truly are from the inside out. Come, Sit beside me once again in this space of quiet kindness. Let go of the hurry outside. This is your moment for peace, listening, and gentle learning. Today, we share part 14, Navigating Emotions, Buddhist wisdom on feeling and healing. My words will be soft and clear, like gentle rain falling on thirsty earth, meant to help you know your heart, care for your feelings, and let true healing slowly bloom within you. Let's begin together. Can you remember a day when big feelings surprised you? Maybe you woke up tired or sad for no clear reason. Maybe someone's words stung you, or a memory made your heart ache. Emotions are like weather, sometimes bright and quiet as sunshine, sometimes wild as a storm. In Buddhism, this truth is held gently. Every feeling, from deep joy to sharp pain, is natural and human. Many people are taught to hide or push away feelings, especially the hard ones. Don't be angry, they say. Stop crying. Be strong. But Buddhist wisdom teaches us another way: to notice, welcome, and understand our emotions, just as we would listen to a dear friend. Let's imagine your feelings as visitors coming to your house. Some, like happiness and hope, knock gently and bring you gifts. Others, like sadness, anger, or fear, arrive with loud shoes. Instead of slamming the door or letting them wreck your house, Buddhism says greet them all. Hello, sadness. I see you. Hello, anger. You may sit a while, but you cannot make all the rules. Why does welcoming emotions help? When you refuse or fight them, they get bigger, like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. The harder you push, the higher it pops. But if you gently allow the feeling, name it, and give it space, it often softens and floats away. Let's look at common emotions. Sadness is not a weakness. It is the heart's honest way of saying, something matters to me. Maybe you lost a friend, missed a chance, or feel lonely. When you meet sadness with patience, allowing tears or quiet, you lay a path for peace to return. Anger is not all bad. Sometimes, it's a sign a boundary has been crossed. Buddhism teaches you to notice anger, then pause. Don't shout, hit, or blame. Instead, breathe. Ask, why have you come? What hurts need attention? Treated with care, anger can turn into courage, energy to make things better. Fear tries to protect you, warning of danger or change. But sometimes, fear makes you hide from life or doubt yourself too much. When fear appears, Buddhism teaches, acknowledge it. Thank it for its warning. Then, gently check whether this fear is true or only an old story. You can feel fear without letting it decide every choice. Joy reminds you life is sweet. It brings light after heavy days. Sometimes you may fear that joy will leave, so you hold it too tight. The Zen master smiles. Let joy come and go as it wishes, like a butterfly. Celebrate it, notice it, and feel thankful. Other feelings, guilt, embarrassment, confusion, are just as welcome. Each emotion is like a visitor carrying a small message. Pay attention here. Learn something important about yourself. With kindness, you slowly understand these messages. Let's try a gentle practice together. Sit quietly. Breathe a few slow, soft breaths. Ask yourself, what feelings are visiting me right now? Name them, just as they are: sadness, excitement, restlessness, calm. To place your hand on your chest and say, it's okay to feel this. All feelings are part of being alive. Buddhism says feelings are not the problem. Getting stuck in them or becoming afraid of them is what causes trouble. Have you ever been caught in a storm of worry or regret, spinning a feeling over and over with your thoughts? This is suffering, the mind's habit of clinging to old pain or running from what is new. Instead, the Buddha taught mindfulness. Return to right now, just this breath. Notice the feeling, but also notice your body. Your feet on the floor, the air in your nose, the rise of your belly. The more present you are, the less tightly emotion holds you. Sometimes, feelings come with old stories. I'm not good enough. No one understands me. I always mess up. Buddhism suggests you gently question these stories. Are they really true? Or is your heart coloring the world for a moment? With practice, you can listen to your feelings but also choose what you believe. In Zen, there's a saying, "Let feelings come and go like clouds across the sky." You do not choose the clouds, nor can you make the sky always blue. But the sky is always there, big and wide behind every storm. You too are bigger than your biggest feeling. Let's bring this into your daily life. When you feel strong emotion, pause before you act. Count 3 breaths. Imagine your emotion as a wave, rising, peaking, then slowly falling away. As you wait, the urge to shout, run, or hide usually lessens. Once your mind is calmer, decide how to respond. You may talk to someone, take a walk, write about it, or simply wait for the feeling to shift. Feelings often ask to be shared. It's okay, even wise, to talk to someone you trust. Monks often share their troubles in circles, knowing that just speaking the truth makes the burden lighter. If you have no one close, writing can help. Letters to yourself or a secret journal. Remember that emotions change, just as seasons do. Even the hardest feeling will turn and fade with time. This helps you be patient with yourself and others. If a friend is upset, you know now. Give them space, listen, be gentle, and trust that their storm will pass too. Sometimes you may feel too many feelings at once. This is normal, especially in times of change. On such days, try not to solve everything. Breathe, take care of your body, drink water, eat something simple, rest if you can. Like calming a frightened animal, the body needs steady, quiet care before the feelings can soften. Buddhist teaching invites equanimity, the middle way, not swinging wildly between happy and sad, but meeting each emotion as it is, without drowning or ignoring. If you feel joy, enjoy it, but know it will change. If sadness comes, comfort yourself knowing it too will pass. You may ask, does this mean never to act when feeling strong emotions? Not at all. Emotions are guides. They can show when something needs to change. But wisdom is to act only once the most powerful waves have calmed. A word spoken in anger often brings regret, but a word spoken after a pause can heal. Children know this wisdom naturally. They feel wildly, express honestly, then move on quickly. As we grow, we learn to hide, worry, or judge our feelings. Buddhist practice is about returning to that simple, honest acceptance, feeling fully, then letting go. Let's try one more gentle ritual. Each night before sleep, ask, what feelings visited me today? Thank each one for its lesson. Breathe deeply and say, all feelings are welcome, but none have to stay forever. Rest with the freedom that you can feel every part of life and still be peaceful inside. Over time, you'll see your heart grow softer, your mind steadier. Small troubles won't shake you as much. Big feelings may still come, but you'll trust you can meet them, ride them out, and learn what they bring. This is healing, not by hiding from life, but by living it with full, gentle presence. As your Zen master, I see your courage. Each emotion you feel makes you more human, more wise, and more alive. May your days be filled with gentle attention to every feeling, and may you know that deep inside, you already have the strength to meet anything that comes. Let us finish with 3 kind breaths together. Inhale, welcoming whatever you feel. Exhale, letting it rest and flow. Remember, all is welcome on this journey. Your heart knows the way. Come and sit with me once more, just as you are. Let your breath relax. Let all the worries of the day gently slip away. You and I, student and Zen master, will explore part 15, Buddhist breathing, calming the mind, nourishing the body. Today, simple words, soft and true, will guide you to discover how your own breath can be a gentle friend, a light in the storm, and a bridge to healing yourself from inside out. Let's begin with the easiest thing of all. Notice the breath in your body. Right now, was it fast, slow, deep, or shallow? Sometimes we forget that we are breathing at all. It happens naturally, yet we rarely pay attention. But in Buddhism, the breath is a doorway to peace. Each inhale and exhale is a chance to return home to yourself, no matter what is happening around you. Have you ever noticed how your breath changes when you feel nervous or upset? Maybe your chest gets tight, your shoulders rise, and your breathing becomes short and quick. Or when you are calm, your breath flows quietly, long and deep. This is no accident. Your body and your mind are like two best friends, talking through each breath. Buddha taught that the breath is both a gift and a teacher. When you feel lost, noticing your breath is a way to gently return to now. When your mind is wild, following your breath is like holding the string of a kite. It steadies you, even when the wind blows strong. Let's practice together. Sit comfortably with your back straight but relaxed. Close your eyes if you wish. Place your hands softly on your belly or knees. Begin by simply noticing. Feel the air move in cool and fresh. Feel it move out warm and soft. Don't force it, just observe. Let the breath be as it wishes. If a thought comes, about work, about tomorrow, about anything at all, nod at it, then bring your attention gently back to the breath. You don't have to make the thoughts go away. The magic is simply in returning again and again to the gentle rhythm of breathing. This is called anapanasati in Buddhism, mindfulness of breathing. In old times, monks would sit by rivers, in gardens, in the corners of busy towns, and practice simply noticing breath. No long prayers, no special tools. Just this awareness, gentle and present. If you wish, you can count each breath. Inhale, 1. Exhale, 2. Up to 10, then start again. If you lose track, that's no trouble. Start at 1. Each beginning is a new chance. Notice the feeling of air at the nostrils, the rise and fall of your chest, the way your body softens with each out-breath. Breath is also about letting go. Each exhale is a small surrender, a moment where you release tension, old pain, or worry. Imagine, with each breath out, you are blowing away a tiny cloud of stress. With every breath in, you invite new calm and hope. Sometimes, sadness or anger will make the breath sharp and shallow. Use this as a gentle signal, not a reason to judge yourself. Pause. Breathe in slowly, even if it feels awkward. Breathe out longer and softer, giving yourself permission to rest. With practice, your body and mind will follow along. The heart rate slows, muscles relax, and a quiet peace settles in. Did you know your breath can even change your mind? When you pay gentle attention to your breathing, the busy, chattering part of the mind grows quiet. You become the watcher, not the warrior. Buddha said, just as a skilled carpenter smooths wood, so can a mindful person smooth the rough edges of the mind with each breath. Let's learn a few more Buddhist breathing practices. 1. 4-count breathing. Breathe in to a slow count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause for just a moment. Breathe out to a slow count of 4. Repeat several times. Notice how your body feels, how your mind softens. 2. Deep belly breathing. Put one hand on your belly. As you breathe in, let your belly push your hand out. Breathe out, let it fall. This brings air deeper into your lungs and sends a message to your body. You are safe. You can rest now. 3. Sighing breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, then exhale with a slow, gentle sigh through your mouth. Feel the tension leave your shoulders and body as you sigh. In Buddhist tradition, breath is seen as the bridge between body and spirit. When you follow your breath, you find both the energy to wake up and the calm to let go. Sometimes your mind races toward the future or chews on the past. Your breath can only ever be here, right now. This is why it is your anchor in every storm. When walking, let your breath guide you. Step as the breath comes in, step as the breath goes out. With practice, even everyday chores, sweeping, cooking, washing, become meditations, filled with gentle breathing and focused attention. Each task holds peace when done with breath and care. Children naturally breathe deeply and fully. Watch a sleeping baby. The belly rises and falls in slow waves, peaceful and open. As we grow, life's worries sometimes make us forget this natural breath. Buddhist breathing practices are about returning, not learning something new, but remembering how you were when you were young, open, and free. Breath also helps with pain. If you have a headache, a sore back, or any kind of ache, sit quietly. Breathe in, noticing the pain but not fighting it. Breathe out, imagining the pain leaving your body. You may not heal all at once, but your calm will settle the discomfort. even just a bit. Some days your breath will feel tight or stuck, especially when you are upset or scared. Those are the most important times to pause. Even one deep, slow breath can interrupt a downward spiral of thoughts or feelings. Repeat as often as you need. In Buddhism, the breath is sometimes called the thread that binds life. It is always with you, from your first moment to your last. No matter where you are, alone or with others, happy or sad, your breath connects you to your life and to the present. When you breathe with awareness, other people notice. Your calm spreads. Your presence is soothing. The Zen master knows, to help others find peace, begin with your own breath. Before sleep, lie down and let your attention rest on your breath. Count softly, or simply notice the gentle rise and fall. This signals your body it is safe to rest. An old, sweet medicine for quieting worries at night. Let's end this lesson with a final, simple breath practice. Sit or lie quietly. Close your eyes. Inhale gently. As you do, say in your mind, breathing in, I calm my body. Exhale, saying, breathing out, I smile. Feel the softness travel through you. Repeat as long as you wish, letting each breath deepen the peace inside you. Trust this, your breath is enough. You do not need fancy words, special music, or hours of silence. Just begin again, each moment, with a gentle, mindful breath. In this act, you nourish your body, calm your mind, and heal your spirit. As you move into the world, remember, every moment of peace begins with one soft breath. May your breathing always bring you home to your truest, calmest self. The Zen master bows to the gentle, powerful wisdom already living within your very next breath. Come and sit with me once more, dear friend. Let the noise of the world fall away for just a while. Breathe deeply, softly, as we share together in a moment of Zen wisdom, calm and close. Today, we enter part 16, Everyday Mindfulness. Integrating healing into daily life. These words will come gently, like ripples on a clear pond. Nothing is complicated, all is simple. Let's walk this path together and see how the big truths of Buddhist healing can live in your smallest, most ordinary moments. Let's start with a warm question. Do you think real peace is only found when you sit in meditation or visit a quiet temple? Many people feel that way at first, but Zen teaches, the deepest healing happens not just on the cushion, but in the heart of your daily life. When you wake, eat, work, talk, rest, and dream. The key is mindfulness, a soft, steady awareness that comes with you wherever you go. Mindfulness means paying careful, loving attention to what is happening right now. Your breath, your thoughts, your feelings, the world around you. It is not about emptying your mind or being perfect. It is about being awake to each small thing, with kindness, curiosity, and patience. Imagine your life as a string of beads. Each bead is a moment. Washing your face, eating breakfast, walking to school, smiling at a friend, feeling tired in the afternoon, listening to music, touching a tree, hearing the rain. Mindfulness is like a gentle thread holding all the beads together. If you are present and aware, your days shine bright and full. If you drift on autopilot, the beads roll away, lost and forgotten. Let's begin with morning. As you open your eyes, before grabbing your phone or rushing into the day, take one deep breath. Feel how your chest rises, how the air moves in, cool and new. Notice the softness of your bed, the light in the room, the sounds outside, birds, traffic, wind. Say quietly, I am awake. This is a new day. This tiny pause is mindfulness. You've begun your day with awareness, giving your heart the gift of a gentle start. As you move through your morning, notice small things. The taste of water, the way your toothbrush feels, the feel of your feet on the ground. Instead of rushing, let yourself be there, even for just a second or two. If your mind races to worries or plans, that's normal. The Zen master says, each time you come back to the now, you are growing your true strength. Perhaps you eat breakfast. Instead of gobbling quickly, just notice the colors, shapes, and smells. Take one slow, mindful bite. Chew, taste, swallow. Feel gratitude. Someone grew this food. Someone cooked it. Now it is part of me. This does not need to be fancy or slow every day. Just a small moment of waking up. Throughout the day, you can use mindfulness as your anchor, coming back to your breath, your senses, your body. If you walk, notice your steps. Feel the way your feet lift and land. If you climb stairs, feel each leg moving, each shift of balance. If you open a door, hold the handle. Feel its shape, its coolness. These tiny anchors ground you in the present. How about when you talk to someone? Mindfulness is listening not just to the words, but to the feeling behind them. Look at their face, notice their tone. When you reply, notice your own feelings. Are you tense, open, kind? Each mindful conversation grows your ability to connect and heal. At school or work, the mind may rush. So many tasks, so many worries. Zen teaches, do one thing at a time with your whole focus. If you are reading, just read. If you are writing, just write. If your mind jumps ahead, gently return. Every time you do, you build a peaceful mind. Mindfulness also helps with strong feelings. Boredom, sadness, frustration, worry. When you notice them, instead of fighting, just say in your heart, "This is what I feel right now. It is okay." Take one slow breath. Touch your hand to your chest. Even if you cannot change the world outside, you have begun to care for yourself inside. Let us look at the body. So often we walk, eat, wash, or rest without noticing it all. The Zen master reminds you, your body is home. Be curious and grateful. As you wash your hands, feel the water, the warmth, the suds. When you stretch or move, notice the pull of muscles, the shift of bones. Small acts, done with attention, become soft rituals of healing. Maybe you sit at a computer or bend over a desk for hours. Each hour, pause and notice. Is my back tight? My neck stiff? My jaw clenched? Take one breath, roll your shoulders, stretch your fingers. Each pause, each bit of awareness, is a step toward peace. When you eat lunch or dinner, try another small practice. Before your first bite, pause. Look at your food. Thank it silently. Chew slowly for just a minute or two, noticing taste and texture. Even in a busy place, you can do this quietly. Food eaten mindfully feeds body and spirit. After meals, as you clean up, let each action be slow and full. Stack the plate. Rinse gently, dry with care. Instead of rushing, let yourself feel the small joy of caring for things. Mindfulness is also helpful when you make mistakes. The mind will want to judge or blame. When you catch yourself, just pause, breathe, and say, "I see the mistake. I will learn. I will be gentle." Mindfulness lets you grow from each error, instead of shrinking in shame. As afternoon passes, notice when your energy dips. Stand, stretch, drink water. If you can, step outside. Feel the air, hear the world. Even one mindful step refreshes. How about waiting, in a line, in traffic, for someone to reply? Instead of scrolling or complaining, use it as a chance for mindfulness. Notice your feet, your breath, the people around you. Waiting becomes a gift, not a punishment. Zen monks sweep floors, pull weeds, fold robes. All is moving meditation. You too can treat chores as mindful practice. As you sweep, notice the sound, the motion, the tiny changes. Let your mind rest on the task, not drift away. Each small job becomes a chance to return and find calm. Evening comes. Let yourself slow down. As you wash up, notice the water. As you say goodnight, feel the softness of a smile or a hug. If you watch a show or read, do it with your full attention. Notice when your eyes grow tired, your body seeks rest. Before sleep, take 1 minute to sit or lie quietly. Notice your breath, your heart, your body. Ask yourself, what moments today did I live fully? Where was my mind lost? What am I grateful for? No need to judge, just notice. Each day, mindfulness grows with practice. Some days will be busy, messy, strange. You may forget to be mindful for hours or more. That's natural. Each time you remember, begin again with kindness. Mindfulness is not about being perfect. It is about returning, gently, from drift to presence. Mindfulness is also for times of trouble. Worry, sadness, anger, pain. Notice what you feel. Name it softly. Let yourself breathe through it. You do not need to fix everything right away. Just sit in kindness, as you would for a hurting friend. When you walk outside, notice the world with fresh eyes. The colors, the sounds, the feel of wind or sun. Let yourself be truly here, even if only for a moment or two. Zen says, when walking, just walk. When eating, just eat. When resting, just rest. This is the simple miracle of mindfulness, bringing your whole self to each ordinary thing. As you practice, you will find that healing grows without effort. Worries feel lighter, joys shine brighter. Your mind and heart become steady and strong, no matter what comes. Let us try 3 little rituals for daily mindfulness. 1. Breath pause. Every hour, stop and take 3 mindful breaths. Feel the air enter and leave. This tiny practice calms storms, refreshes the mind, and brings you home. 2. Gratitude touch. Each time you touch something, a door, a cup, a pen, pause, feel it, and offer thanks for being in your life. 3. Kindness seed. Each day, choose one small act of mindful kindness. A smile, a soft word, letting someone go first. Notice how your heart feels when you pay attention to this moment of giving. Remember, mindfulness is not something extra to add, but a way to do what you already do with a little more care and presence. It can be learned by anyone, anywhere, at any time. There will be days of forgetting, rushing, sadness, and distraction. Each time, notice, then gently return. Mindfulness is the heart's way of coming back home. Before we part, let's breathe together. Sit quietly, hands on your lap. Inhale softly. I am here. Exhale gently. This moment is enough. Repeat as you wish. May every ordinary moment become extraordinary through your gentle attention. May the practice of mindfulness travel with you. Steady, loving, quiet, through every day. As your Zen master and friend, I see the beauty of your journey. Each mindful breath, each small act of presence, is a step toward healing. Not just on the cushion, but in all of life. Walk gently, lie fully. Your true home is right here, right now, in every mindful, loving act. Come, sit down with me under this old, wise tree. Feel the earth beneath you, the breeze touching your cheeks. Let your worries go for now. You are here, safe and welcome. As we talk softly about Part 17, Overcoming Obstacles, Resilience on the Buddhist Path, I will speak gently and simply, as your Zen master and friend, so the truth becomes easy to hold and leads you toward real strength inside. Let's begin with a warm question. Have you ever faced something so hard that you wanted to give up? Maybe a big failure, a loss, a disagreement, or a fear that wouldn't let go. Every person, no matter how strong or calm, meets obstacles on their path. Sometimes they are outside us, like illness, money trouble, or arguments. Sometimes the hardest obstacles live inside: doubt, sadness, guilt, or anger. In Buddhism, these difficulties are not mistakes. They are teachers, appearing so we can find our courage and grow strong from the inside out. Imagine bamboo in the wind. When a storm comes, bamboo bends but does not break. When the sun returns, it stands tall again, rooted and flexible. This is resilience, the gentle art of meeting obstacles, bending with the winds of life, and rising again, stronger every time. Buddhism offers us many ways to build this quiet strength. The first lesson is to see obstacles clearly, without anger or shame. Most people blame themselves or others when things go wrong. Why me? This isn't fair. I must be weak or unlucky. Zen teaches, pause and look gently. Obstacles are part of. Sometimes in life you fail a test, lose a friend, get sick, or feel stuck. You may want to run away, hide, or blame the world. But the Zen master smiles. Let yourself feel the sadness, the anger, the fear, but do not let these feelings freeze your heart. Notice them, breathe through them, and trust that every storm will pass. Think of the lotus flower again. It grows in thick mud at the bottom of a pond. The mud is dark and messy, but from it, the lotus rises, clean and beautiful, reaching the sunlight above. Obstacles are the mud in our lives. Without them, we might never discover how strong or beautiful we can become. When you meet an obstacle, Buddhist teaching says to be curious. Ask, what can I learn here? What hidden strength can I find in myself? Sometimes the lesson is patience. Sometimes it is asking for help or saying, I don't know. Suffering wakes up courage, invites new beginnings, even if we do not see it at first. Overcoming obstacles begins with acceptance, seeing things as they really are, not wishing them away. Fighting reality only adds pain. Suppose it rains on your birthday picnic. You could shout or cry, but the rain will not stop. Or you could move under shelter, dance in the rain, or find another way to enjoy the day. Acceptance is not giving up. It is looking for a new path, starting from where you are. A story from Buddhism tells of a monk climbing a mountain. The path grows steep and rocky. The monk's feet ache. His back hurts. He wants to turn back. But then he remembers, each step is practice. Each stone is a teacher. He bows to the mountain, thanks his body, and walks on, one careful step at a time. In the end, it is not the mountain that matters, but who he becomes by climbing it. Sometimes obstacles are inside. Fear, doubt, old pain. The mind whispers, I can't. I'm not good enough. The Zen master teaches, these thoughts are like clouds, they pass, they change. You do not have to believe everything you think. Gently, say to your fear, thank you for trying to protect me. I will try anyway. Each time you meet doubt with a breath of kindness, your courage grows. On the Buddhist path, meditation is a tool for resilience. When trouble comes, sit quietly, close your eyes, and breathe. Notice where the obstacle lives in your body. Is your stomach tight? Is your head heavy? Send your breath there, soft and slow. If your mind runs wild, simply return to breathing. Meditation does not erase obstacles, but helps you see them clearly and respond with calm. Another practice is to speak gently to yourself. When you fail or fall, say, it's okay. This is hard, but I am learning. Imagine how you would comfort a friend and offer those same soft words to yourself. Let's talk about persistence. A quiet, strong step forward, even when you are tired or afraid. Sometimes the only way past a problem is to keep trying, again and again. In Buddhism, there's a story about a bird trying to move a mountain, picking up one pebble at a time. It sounds impossible, but with patience, every pebble disappears in the end. Small steps matter. Each gentle attempt is a victory. Sometimes, resilience means letting go of how you thought things should be. Maybe you dreamed of a perfect job, a lasting friendship, or always being happy. Life changes. Obstacles break our plans, but they also open new doors. Grieving what you lost is part of healing, but so is being open to new joys you did not expect. When things seem hopeless, remember impermanence. Nothing lasts forever, not even hard times. Pain comes, stays a while, and leaves. You have survived so much already. Each breath, each morning, is a sign of your quiet strength. Trust that you can meet the next challenge too. Let's imagine you're learning a new skill, riding a bike, cooking, speaking in public. At first you wobble, fall, burn the food, forget your words. Obstacles shout, "Give up, you're not good at this." But if you keep going, one more try, another gentle breath, you surprise yourself with progress. The Zen master bows to every tiny step. In Buddhism, effort is more important than talent or instant success. Practicing gratitude can turn obstacles into teachers. When something goes wrong, ask, "What can I be thankful for?" Maybe you lost your job, but found more time with family. Maybe you argued with a friend, but learned what matters most to you. Every difficulty hides a lesson, a seed of future joy. Helping others also grows resilience. When you reach out, listen to a friend, volunteer, share a meal, you find new strength. Service lifts your spirit. It reminds you that struggles are shared, and that kindness always makes the path easier. Remember, resilience is not being hard or never feeling hurt. True strength bends, listens, pauses, forgives, and starts again. If you fall apart, pick up the pieces gently. If you feel defeated, rest a while. When energy returns, try again. Each day is a new start. Sometimes you will need help. Buddhism honors the wisdom of Sangha, community. Share your struggles, let others comfort you, offer your own support in return. We climb mountains together. Let's practice a little exercise right now. Close your eyes, breathe calmly. Think of one obstacle you are facing. Notice how it feels. Heavy, sharp, cold, tangled? Breathe into that feeling, as if sending sunlight to a shadow. Now ask softly, "What small step could I take? Who could help me? What can I learn here?" Action grows from gentle questions, not harsh demands. Zen stories say obstacles are gatekeepers. They test our heart, our will, our patience. Each challenge you pass through leaves you wiser, softer, and closer to true freedom. When storms pass, look back and see how far you have come. Celebrate your courage. You might wonder, will obstacles ever end? In truth, life always brings new challenges. But with each one you meet calmly, with mindfulness and kindness, you become less afraid. Over time, your spirit becomes gentle but strong, like the bamboo, never broken. Let us finish with 3 calm breaths. Inhale, feeling your feet rooted in the earth. Exhale, letting heaviness float away. Inhale, remembering every time you faced a challenge and survived. Exhale, filling your heart with hope for what comes next. Inhale once more, knowing you are never truly alone. Buddhist teachings remind us that the path is not always easy, but every step, even the hardest one, is a step closer to wisdom, peace, and your own steady heart. Obstacles come to grow your spirit. With resilience, patience, and kindness, you can walk this path, no matter how steep or rough. As your Zen master, I bow to your journey. Each mountain you climb, each hardship you face, each act of never giving up makes you who you truly are. Strong, compassionate, and awake. Breathe deeply. Stand gently tall. You are already more resilient than you know. Come, rest beside me as the gentle sun rises on a quiet morning. Let every worry ease out of your mind. Here, in the soft company of Zen wisdom, I will share part 18, Gratitude as Medicine, Cultivating Joy Within. As your Zen master friend, my words will be as simple and patient as the wind in the tall grass, inviting you to find the treasure of thankfulness that lives already inside your heart. Let's begin with a very gentle question. When was the last time you paused and felt truly grateful for something, small or big? Maybe the taste of fresh water after thirst, a hug from someone who cares, the feeling of warm sunlight, the sound of rain on your roof, the comfort of your favorite pillow, the steady beat of your own heart. So often, Life rushes by, and we forget to notice the simple blessings all around us. In Buddhist teaching, gratitude is called the medicine for sorrow. Why? Because when trouble weighs heavy or when you feel empty, pausing to thank life, even for a tiny thing, can shift your whole heart. Joy grows not from how much you have, but from how much you notice. The more you notice, the richer and lighter your spirit becomes. Let us look at this with a clear, simple picture. Imagine a small child playing with a box of crayons. She draws a sun, a tree, a smiley face. Her pride shines, not because she owns all the crayons in the world, but because she delights in the colors she has. She isn't longing for more. She is enjoying, right now, the gift in her hands. Gratitude is just this, delighting in what is already yours. Many people think joy comes when they get enough. More food, more fun, more love, more praise. In truth, joy begins with a thankful heart. The Zen master knows. To be grateful is to turn the lamp of your mind towards what is good and let its light comfort you, even on the hardest days. Let's see how gratitude is a true medicine. Imagine you are feeling sad. As your mind begins to spiral into old hurts or new worries, pause for just a moment. Breathe deeply. Name quietly 3 good things you can find in the day, no matter how small. A kind word, the smell of bread, the safety of your bed, the color of the sky. Feel how your mood softens, just a little. Each thankful thought is a drop of sweet water in a dry place. Have you noticed how people who live simply or with less often show a bright, natural happiness? In many Buddhist countries, monks and nuns own only a few robes and a bowl, yet their faces are open and peaceful. Why? They practice gratitude for each breath, each meal, each gentle touch of life. When desires quiet down, the heart becomes clear, and gratitude has space to bloom. Imagine you wake one morning and your head is full of troubles. Instead of rushing into worry, pause. Run your tongue over your teeth. Feel the health in your mouth. Listen for birdsong or wind, or the steady hum of the world. Thank your legs for carrying you, your eyes for seeing, your hands for their work. You can thank the food on your table, and the teachers who've brought wisdom to you, directly or through their words reaching you today. In Buddhism, there's a tradition before every meal. Monks place their palms together and recite thanks. For the farmers, the sun, the rain, the cook, every hand that helped bring food. They eat with a sense of connection to the whole world. This gratitude fills the simple act of eating with quiet happiness. Practicing gratitude does not mean ignoring pain. Sometimes your heart will feel sorrow, anger, loss. Gratitude is not forcing yourself to smile, but gently seeing what is also good, even if it's small. I am sad, but I am grateful for a friend's hug. I am tired, but I am grateful for my bed. I feel scared, but I am grateful for the breath that carries me through fear. This balance brings gentle healing. Let's try a small practice together right now. Sit quietly. Place your hands on your heart or your lap. Close your eyes if that feels safe. Take a breath and name 3 things in your life you are thankful for. Big or small, clear or hidden. You do not have to tell anyone. Just know them quietly. Feel the warmth this brings. Maybe the feeling is tiny. Maybe it grows with each breath. This is how the medicine works. Slowly, gently, one thought at a time. You may wonder, how does gratitude work as medicine for sadness, for anger, for boredom, for hurt? Because gratitude roots you in now, right here, this moment. When you are truly thankful for something, you cannot be lost in regret about yesterday or worry about tomorrow. Your mind becomes peaceful, focused, and ready for joy. In old Zen stories, a farmer loses his crops to a storm. At first, he grieves his loss, so much hard work, swept away. But when he calms, he notices how neighbors come to help, how the sky clears after rain, how the soil smells fresh and new once more. He bows to what is lost and to what remains. In this bow, he finds fresh hope. Gratitude does not erase pain, but it turns your eyes gently to what is still good, right, and worthy in your life. Even strong people forget gratitude. The mind gets busy, focused on what's missing, what hurts, what's unfair. The Zen master smiles gently. This is normal. Each time you remember to be thankful, even for the smallest thing, you are taking a step towards healing. It's not about being perfect, but about returning to gratitude. Again and again. Try this gentle ritual at the end of your day. Before sleep, sit or lie quietly. Remember one thing that made you smile, or one trouble you survived, or one help you received. Whisper thanks in your heart. If you wish, write it down in a notebook. Over days and weeks, these scraps of gratitude pile up, a warm blanket to comfort your spirit on hard days. In friendship and love, gratitude is a bridge. When two people thank each other for kindness, patience, laughter, connection grows stronger and softer. If you're angry or upset with someone, pause and remind yourself of one thing you are thankful for about them. This does not make all trouble disappear, but it makes your words softer, your heart more open. Gratitude also helps with dreams and disappointments. Maybe you work hard toward a goal and do not succeed. The sting of failure is real. Gratitude shifts your gaze. What did you learn? Who helped you along the way? What part of the journey brought you joy? In every loss, there are hidden gifts if you look with gentle eyes. Remember, gratitude is not a trick or a denial of suffering. It is an honest seeing both the trouble and the goodness. When you practice gratitude, you turn from the ache of not enough to the tenderness of this is enough. For now, your heart becomes like a garden tending both weeds and flowers. Slowly, the flowers take root, and joy finds you once more. Let's think of children again. Watch a child receive a simple treat. Their eyes light up, their laughter bubbles out. They delight completely. They are not wishing for a bigger treat or something better. They are wholly present, grateful for joy as it comes. Zen teaches us to return to this beginner's spirit, to savor each blessing as a new and beautiful thing. Sometimes, gratitude opens even when you feel lost. If you have ever walked outside after a hard time and felt the wind on your face, heard a kind word, or noticed the stars, that small thankfulness is already working. The medicine does not hurry. Trust it to do its work. In community, gratitude weaves hearts together. When you thank those who help you, your family, your friends, even strangers, you light a lamp that feeds warmth all around you. In Buddhist tradition, even difficult people or hard moments can be thanked as teachers, showing you strength, patience, or forgiveness. To grow gratitude as a habit, tie it to ordinary things. Say thanks before eating, before bed, when you drink water, when you find your lost keys, when someone holds the door. Each time, pause, notice your feeling, and whisper, "Thank you." Your life becomes gentle music, simple and true. There will be times you forget, times you feel only sorrow or stress. That's part of being human. Gently remind yourself. Return to gratitude's door as often as you can. They will always open to you with no judgment, only welcome. Let's end with a soft practice. Sit quietly. Inhale deeply, notice the air as a gift. Exhale slowly. Feel your body relax. Think of one thing, however small, that lights a tiny spark in you. Whisper, "Thank you." Feel your heart soften. Repeat for whatever else comes to mind. As your Zen master friend, I bow to your journey of gratitude. Every thankful breath, every small noticing, is medicine for your spirit and medicine for the world. Carry this gentle power with you, and let it turn every day's ordinary moments into shining jewels of joy. May you always find reasons, even in shadows, to whisper thank you. In this spirit, joy will follow you gently, softly, and true. Come closer now. This is our last talk, the end of a gentle journey together. Let worries rest, let your breath be easy. I sit with you as your Zen master and friend, ready to share part 20. Conclusion. Embodying healing, a lifelong practice. I promise these words will be soft, clear, and simple, like sunlight on water, like old friends walking a quiet path to the very end and smiling at each step that led them here. Let us begin with a peaceful breath. Close your eyes if you wish. Hear only my voice and your own heart. All the wisdom we have spoken, the stories, the practices, the soft guidance, have brought us to this moment. All together, they form a thread of healing that weaves through your life, sometimes bright, sometimes hidden, but always strong. You might wonder, what now? After all the listening, all the gentle doing and learning, is there a final secret? Is there a finish line? A perfect ending? Zen says, the path never truly ends. Healing is not a single event but a way of living, walked each morning, each night, each breath. Let's remember where we traveled. You learned that healing begins alone, without waiting for a hero or a friend to rescue you. That suffering, dukkha, is part of every life, not a sign of failure, but a beginning. You discovered the Four Noble Truths: seeing pain, knowing its cause, trusting it can end, and choosing the path. You practiced mindfulness and the art of letting go, opened your arms to self-compassion, and wandered into meditation and the gentle power of being alone. You learned to watch every change with calm eyes, to own your karma, and to shape your story with wise thoughts. You saw how desire keeps the heart restless, and how kindness, grown in quiet or in community, turns ordinary days into blessings. Again and again you paused to breathe, to return to now, to eat, wash, love, and work mindfully. You found gratitude as medicine, resilience as strength, and the balance between being with others and being alone. You practiced meeting your feelings with honesty and care. You learned to forgive, to begin again, to trust the soft enough in every breath. After all this, what is left? Simply this: embodying healing, making all these gentle lessons part of who you are, not as rules or duties, but as easy habits, natural as smiling at a friend. To embody healing is to let wisdom settle into your bones and breath, until it is no longer a thing you do, but a way you simply are. It means living gently, awake in each moment, not perfect or never hurt, but soft, honest, and always able to begin again. So, how do you keep walking this path even after our talks end? First, trust in small steps. Healing, peace, and wisdom are not huge leaps, but small acts. A mindful breath when angry, a kind word in a hard moment, a pause before judging yourself or others. Each one is like planting a seed in your garden. One day, you'll see it bloom, unexpected and beautiful. Second, welcome every moment as your teacher. Not just the happy ones, but the hard, boring, or sad ones too. When you feel lost or fall into old habits, pause. Remember, this, too, is my practice. The Zen master fails, forgets, tries again, grows humble. Every mistake is a lesson. Every new day a chance to refresh your heart. Third, let go of being perfect. The path is not straight, it curves, dips, doubles back. Sometimes you'll feel peaceful, sometimes not. Let each moment be enough. Healing is not about always feeling good, but about being present and gentle with whatever comes. Fourth, return to your breath. The breath is your home, always waiting. In trouble or in joy, pause. Breathe in, breathe out. Whisper to yourself, I am here. This practice, so small, is the secret root of all healing. Fifth, share your journey with others. Healing is multiplied when given away. Offer gentleness, forgiveness, hope, even when it's hard. Listening softly to a friend, sweeping a shared space, or simply shining a quiet smile spreads ripples of peace across every place you go. Sixth, use rituals to remind your heart. Light a candle, bow before sleep, pause before meals. Note one gratitude each day. Rituals are gentle, steady bridges between the wisdom you carry and the life you live. Seventh, forgive yourself often. You will stumble, you will forget, you will judge, grow tired, or lose your way. This is not failure, it is the path itself. Each time, return gently as you are and begin again. Eighth, celebrate change. All things pass. Trouble, joy, health, pain. Each season flows into the next. Meet this truth with a heart open to surprise, and let gratitude turn even endings into new beginnings. Finally, trust that you are enough. All the teachings, the stories, the practices, they are pointers, not the full journey. The real healing happens each time you listen to your heart, pause for breath, and act from kindness toward yourself and all life. Let's finish with one last practice right now together. Sit in silence. Feel the ground beneath you, the breath in your body. Bring to mind all you have learned, all the tiny steps you have made. Thank yourself for your courage and honesty. Breathe in, I am healing. Breathe out, I am whole. Stay with this for a few more breaths, letting warmth spread quietly through you. When you rise, know that you take with you not just words and ideas, but a new way of being. Each mindful act, each moment of self-compassion, each gentle return to now, these are the real treasures. As your Zen master and friend, I bow to the wisdom and strength you have shown. The road goes on, but now you carry your own soft lantern. Walk gently, trust that, even in darkness, the light you need is already inside you. We leave behind the cushion, the talk, the quiet room, but not the path. Healing is your life itself, beautiful, imperfect, always becoming new. May your days be filled with small breathings of peace. May your nights bring rest. May your whole journey be soft with forgiveness, bright with gratitude, rich in love for yourself and all beings. When you forget, remember, healing always begins now in this very breath. You are already home. Walk on. Your practice will walk with you, silent and true, every step of the way.